Welcome to the Anime Podcast channel. My name is Benji.
Swole Joe.
And we have two very, very, very special guests on the podcast today. Who do I start with for introductions? Should I start with you? How should we do it?
Okay, I'll go. My name's Phil.
Okay.
Phil Matic. My first time out here.
Okay. Now, Phil, he's him as well as, actually, let's make sure we go ahead and.
Oh, shit. Damn, I'm already cussing. It's a bad thing.
Hey, where the swear jar? Nah, just kidding.
My name's Taj Charles. I go by KKZ. You know, whatever it is. The Vagabond Man.
Vagabond Man and Bleach Man.
Now, both of these guys have been very, very instrumental in our Discord servers. They're very adamant in our JJK book club that we have going on. But I want to go ahead.
These the hosts.
Yeah, these are hosts.
You got the streamer. you got the host.
The philosopher.
Facts.
Yeah. But as far as like our podcast goes, these guys have helped out, you know, in so many ways. These guys are super awesome. I do want to go ahead and say this. If you guys are wondering where Kingston is, Kingston couldn't make it tonight. You know, like I said, making sure we want to give him his space and make sure that he's all right. That's one of the homies. But, you know, today we got two very special guests, so I want to go ahead and give a round of applause. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's get it. Now, if you guys also haven't noticed, with the setup that we got today, we got a little bit of swag on the podcast. You already know. And we are decked out.
I got my Megumi tee, but
It's under the hoodie.
That's under the hoodie. No, but like I said, we're gonna be talking a lot of JJK. This has actually been a long-awaited episode.
Facts.
Me and Nick, we've been actually kind of trying to get this
going for a minute.
For
I've
a
been
minute.
waiting. We 100% needed him.
Yeah,
It's the professor, and I was like, shit, you might as well toss Phil with it too. So
Facts. Now, but like I said, like with all the philosophies, with all the certain, and even Taj, he kept me hip on some of the shit before we even started the pod about like, and I don't want to get into it now because I ain't trying to go crazy right now. But like, JJK is really that shit.
The one, bro.
JJK is really that shit. But before we start anything, I want to kind of get a little bit more of have the audience get to know you guys more. So I want to kind of ask, what was your anime experience? What are some things that kind of got you into anime? What are some things that you like as of right now? What are you reading? This and that. I know you reading some Peak.
Oh, here
he
go.
read some Peak.
I knew he was going there first.
He read some Peak.
I just finished some mid.
Oh, hey, wait up now. Come on now. Let's relax.
You go first, because he that D Gray man.
That D mid mind.
Hey, chill, bro. Chill before I start slandering Berserk out here in these streets.
That D
D
star.
So let's see. As of now, I've been reading. Today I was reading Attack on Titan. You know, trying to get prepared for their second season. And then Nick, he put me on Blue Lock.
Yes, sir.
You know, I was reading Blue Lock, but I don't really I fuck with Blue Lock heavy. I fuck with it. I binged it. I probably read like 30, 35 chapters. But then I was like, I put that shit down. And then I never really got back to it. That shit fire though. What else? I'm reading fucking Vagabond. I ain't reading Vagabond.
There we go.
That shit. You know, I'm fucking fairly early though. I'm probably like 20, 25 chapters in that shit.
Okay.
But I am reading that shit. That shit hard. You know? And
Now,
then,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask you, I know, because, like I said, Nick just finished his Bleach read. I know that you've been the Bleach man.
The Bleach man.
Now,
I'm going to say that for the Bleach episode, though. This JJK.
Okay, big bet. So, if you don't mind me asking, what was a series or a manga that first, like, you got introduced to as far as, like, getting into, like, the manga and anime, like, kind of hemisphere?
Manga, anime. I want to say I'm fairly new to, like, the manga game. And JJK, like, that shit was it for me.
Okay.
You know, so, basically, I want to say I started reading, like, when the show was going on.
Okay.
You know? So I was reading that shit, like, Shibuya was going on during the time, you know. Okay. So I was watching that shit. It was JJK Fridays, you know, like, the show would come out, and then Sundays the fucking anime would come out. I might have flipped that shit, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I feel you.
fucking that shit was cool. But when the anime ended, I was like, damn. Like, I was like, my peak Shibuya shit, bro. They always get on me because I fucking binge that shit like
in an hour.
That nigga Phil said.
That nigga was flying.
What my man did? My man said, Page.
Your ass is not reading.
So yeah, bro, I want to say like that episode, you know, the last episode, when the last episode aired, I was like peak Shibuya. Like I was like, goddamn, like Sukuna just came out. This nigga's like, he just got the fingers. And I was like, fuck. Because, bro, they did, the way that shit happened, you know, that shit was just so, like, they were just so, he's such a savage, bro. That nigga just came out, he was like, bro, like, well, he said, what makes you think, like, you can fucking tell me what to do just because it's, like, you give me, like, some fingers or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then he, like, murked it. He was like, wow.
He going crazy already.
Hey, spoilers
already. We ain't even get the spoiler.
He's 6 minutes in.
You can't talk with Phil, bro. His
man.
mind goes too fast, bro. He done read it too fast.
Too fast, man. But it's like shit. Like y'all in book club, y'all should be here at this point. I'm gonna keep it a whole band, you know.
Nigga, we not even.
Ain't that this weekend?
hey, when this episode airs, y'all should be fucking caught up. So y'all know
That is true.
Yeah,
though.
facts,
That is
facts,
true.
facts,
That
big
is
facts.
true.
But
Yeah, ain't no holding back after book club get to it. To be real with you,
Yeah, all the spoilers gonna be in.
facts.
okay, so shit. Let me rewind then. Where do I go?
I don't know. Like I said, like I just want to kind of see what was your introduction to like
That's
manga.
Like anime, I want to say I've been watching anime my whole damn life. You know, I've probably been watching. I started probably with Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, and then fucking Bleach. I feel that shit, but
Nah, I'm
like
messing with you. I'm just messing.
nah, Dragon that shit.
That's
I
the
fuck with
gateway.
that shit. Like that was the gateway, but it's like Naruto. I was watching Naruto and then Bleach. Like, but Bleach was my shit, you know. Like, and then it was like I was watching it on Cartoon Network, and then it was like.
Tsunami.
Yeah,
That's Tsunami.
Tsunami.
Black. You
And
already
then
know.
my parents, bro, they canceled it tonight, bro. They canceled all that shit. They canceled all the channels and shit, bro. You know, so it was like, damn, like, how do I keep watching? You know? So then that's how I found like the little Naruto.tv, DBZ.tv, you know, and fucking I was on Viz Media. I was watching Bleach, bro. Watching Bleach heavy, like that shit was crazy. I would say like 2013, 2014. You know?
Okay.
And then what else? Berserk. I watched Berserk when I was in college.
Like the 97,
Show,
right?
The 97 one.
Oh yeah, big bad.
Peak.
That shit.
Fucked him up.
I didn't know what the bro, that shit did fuck me up because I
Shit fucked everybody
like
up.
niggas
Nah, that's
like,
true though.
Like one of my homies, he was like a big like Rob Banks fan, you know. And he was like, yo, like this nigga said I'm about to go femto mode or some shit. And I looked it up and I was like, yo, like
You're a wild man.
what
Femto.
the, like what the fuck? Like I seen it was some anime shit, so I was like, damn, let me go watch the anime, you know. So I'm watching this shit. I'm like, yo, like this shit tough, like this shit crazy, you know. And like the little intro shit, you know, like that shit, like I forgot what it said, but like little the philosophical shit. Like
With the behelit?
yeah,
Oh,
like
the
in
beginning?
like
Yeah,
the
okay, I know what
little
you're talking
beginning
about. The beginning monologue.
Yeah.
That shit is
That
different.
shit hard. I was like, damn.
That shit type
crazy.
scary though.
And bro, that shit is type scary, but that shit is dark.
Especially like you, like I remember I first you peeped Berserk in high school, right? Or was it
Fresh out of high school.
Okay,
So like I was
like right? Oh, that's a
yeah,
perfect.
that was right when I graduated.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. That would probably be the perfect time to read
definitely.
that shit, bro.
That was when I first like got into Berserk. Shout out Wes.
Because I remember when the OVAs came out when I was, I think it was junior year, bro. I'm watching this shit. I'm like, okay, this is pretty dope. I ain't never heard of Berserk before. Like, I'm looking at the OVAs. I get to that last OVA, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, son, yo, what the hell is
That's what I'm
this?
saying, bro.
And then the whole time, I'm like gritting my teeth and like, come on, Guts. Boy, you gotta kill this
was
nigga.
like-
This nigga.
That was like the last episode in the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Very last.
And that's how it ended. And I was like, yo, like,
That shit leave
I
a
would've
hole
been
in your
sick.
heart.
like
I
what
would've
the
been
fuck?
sick.
Like, bro, I'm sitting here, bro.
Wait, how this shit in? I never watched.
Bro,
The 97?
That clip.
So
That-
Wait,
the
any
clips is like I don't even think they show Skull Knight 97.
they don't show
Because you know he's the like that's how the shit ended. But
Yeah,
like
because him and Zod.
that shit was a wrap after that. They showed that shit go like ended and Guts laying on the ground,
that was
cut
it.
off.
And then I was like,
So that shit forced you to read. Because if you waited for 2016, I feel bad for
I
you.
ain't never watched 2016. Everybody said that shit was
Garbage.
dog shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I had high hopes. I was like, yo, Berserk coming back. We lit.
I had high hopes.
I'm looking at CGI. I'm like, this can't be the whole thing.
What's that show?
This ain't the same.
This cutscenes, bro. This cutscenes.
It's
So
Aijin. You watch
Ajin.
Oh yeah, Ajin.
Ajin, yeah.
Ajin good though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
on
I
Netflix.
couldn't watch that though.
Nah,
Because I don't do CGI. I literally don't do CGI.
Inuyashiki?
kinda hard.
That was the only thing I tolerate. But that was like a mixture though.
But that's why I thought Berserk was gonna be like, nah.
I knew when I seen Guts' face, I said, yeah, they fucking this up. You ever seen the meme where it was like 97 and it was like 2016 through 18 and then it's my man at the bottom from Godfather. He was like, look how they butchered my boy.
Oh shit. Nah, but I mean, to be honest, bro, like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Especially for like fans like you, like I know they're coming out with a new CGI shit. Now hold up. Now I'm like the person who's working on it. They made some good CGI. I think they worked on Resident Evil before.
I saw the poster. That's all I needed to see.
I
I don't even like how the poster looked.
I seen that joint.
It don't like that. I mean, yeah.
what the poster
That shit's garbage.
I don't know, bro. I feel like CGI could be something, bro.
But Resident Evil, they be going crazy.
If it's like a real like
Final Fantasy?
if it's a Final Fantasy type of CGI, I'm a rock with it.
Then we
I'll be
good.
like,
What
okay,
about
we
Attack on
good.
Titan CGI.
I can rock with that too, though.
See,
I wasn't
like
tripping
that.
off that.
I like that.
I wasn't tripping off that.
Yeah.
You seen the most recent my fault, and then we can get into your introduction.
PV?
Yeah, so they
For
did.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah, somebody did like a up and down, but they was like trolling, and it was like Mappa, and it said Wit, and then but they both were actually from Mappa. But I guess one was the like an older trailer, and then one was the newer one, and it was the part where Yelena with the blimps, and it was like which one do you like better? And the people in the bottom is like, oh, Wit looks better, da da da, and it was like, oh nah. Mappa did it better because of the height of the blimps and shit, all of this, and people was like, bro, this is both. It's both fucking Mappa. Like, relax.
Now, I mean, to be honest, I feel like a lot of anime people, especially like on Twitter and stuff, like they just be finding shit to
Yeah, just to be mad about.
Cause like at the end of the day, you know, people like the animators, they're doing their best job. Now, don't get me wrong, we can slander a couple, but you know, I'm saying like, you know, give a peace of mind at certain points when it comes down to kind of like judging these animators. But moving on, I wanted to move on to you as far as like your what was your anime background, manga background? What are you currently watching? What like kind of got you in anime? All of that stuff.
All right, for sure. Tsunami.
Okay,
Gotta be
facts,
Tsunami,
facts.
and it really got to be Naruto.
I feel it.
I don't know how the stars aligned to have it happen, but I caught Naruto in that first episode.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Me too.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
bro. Caught
That shit
Naruto in that
was
first episode. I just had the TV on. I came downstairs,
That was
whatever.
dope, though. It was dope.
No, it was dope, but it was straight, nigga. I was about crying at the end of this.
Believe it.
So you know, Iruka Sensei catches the big shuriken in the back.
Oh yeah.
He gives Naruto the headband. The sun come out. The boy got tears. I'm over here like, nah, it's the best show I ever seen in my life.
Bro, what happened to those goggles that Naruto had? Them shits
Bro,
were
them shits was
fire.
fire. Them
Shits
shits
were
his
fire.
his first design, like when he was just a hoodlum, like
Yeah,
fire.
No,
yeah.
y'all got to see the alt designs. I don't know if y'all ever seen what
Is that the
I seen a couple of them.
what's
It's
the
a few
shit?
of them.
I might be able to pull it up. Let me see.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
think
a
I know
couple
exactly
alt
what you're
designs
talking about.
for kid Naruto and adult Naruto. Because you know Naruto started out.
yeah.
Its inspiration was like it's supposed to be a wizard series.
Mhm.
So like he had Naruto with
That's
the
supposed to
whole-
be a Black Clover kind of.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be a wizard series, a magic series. So, you know, he had that whole thing going on. But also, and I think similar to Kingston, because I remember when he was giving his introduction, like his uncle was watching mad anime.
Yeah.
And like my dad, brother, big Dragon Ball Z, had it on the VHS, whatever, tried to make me watch those. And then when Avatar came out, he was big on Avatar. And like I remember I took a trip down to his crib and he gave me a flash drive. And he was like, bro, this got everything. He was like, anything you want to watch, like, you good. It's all here. And me, like, this is back when he was, like, building computers, doing all this and that. And I didn't really know. I was like, okay, just play this shit. You know, scroll, find something, whatever. But, like, it was just the coolest thing. And we was playing, because we had what I have. Like, the PS2 just came out, whatnot. And it was that game.
Jack and Daxter.
Nah, it's it was like a Street Fighter kind of game.
Oh, a 2D fighter.
Yeah.
Is it Final? No, not Final
No,
Impact.
bro, damn. I really got the name of it. I just can't think of it. Me and my boy Ishmael, we be playing that shit all the time. And then, we was always on our ninja shit. We running up the street, like going crazy. But like all that kind of conflated and made, or I can't say conflate.
Dead or Alive?
Mortal Kombat?
It was like
Anime style type?
nah. It was really street. It was like how Street Fighter look now. It was kind of like Bloody Roar. That's what it was called.
Bloody Roar.
Bloody
Okay, I
Roar.
think I heard of
Okay.
that.
Yeah, so Bloody Roar, we was playing Bloody Roar. And I remember, bro, because we had beat this boss or whatever, and we was taking up to his PS2 from my, I had a PlayStation, we was taking up to his PS2. It was on our scooters riding up the street, and that shit broke in his pocket.
Yo!
Shit.
When I tell you, we was over there like, that was the first time I ever had to forgive somebody. I was like, bro, I can't believe you just broke my game.
I'll be sick, bro.
And then he was like, bro, it's straight. And I was like, nah, it's really straight. But we was, because, that was like my big brother growing up. So like, I needed his help to beat, bro, anyway.
Yeah.
And then when he broke it, I was like, oh, well. Like, what we going to do now? But,
would have been a damn moment. Been like,
that's what it was. But like that was sort of kind of my introduction, and that shit always carried through. But I never, I ventured in. Bleach always felt like with some adult shit that I shouldn't be watching.
exactly, bro.
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts.
So after Naruto came on at 8, and Bleach was coming on at like 8:39. I was like, I gotta go to sleep. I'm gonna get in trouble if I watch this.
I felt like a grown man watching that shit. I'm like,
My uncle
yeah.
used to watch that shit. He was big on it, like, cause he drew. So like, when I would go over his house, he would always like draw me and my family as like characters all the time. And he drew me as it was like a mashup between Bleach and Dragon Ball. Cause that's the reason I actually bought my Potaro earring. Cause he drew me with a Potaro earring, but with a fucking with the fucking Shikai robe. That shit different. And I was like, you like Bleach a lot. He was like, he was like, I'm telling you, it's the best one. I was like, all right, we gonna see. I always liked it. Power system was always fire, but I was like, it just ain't topping Naruto right now. But as soon as I got older, like especially now that I finished that read, different.
Now, what was that? What was that? What was that look? What was that look right there,
I ain't
man?
gonna say no words, man.
Hey, we on the pod now.
Facts.
We airing it all out. We all in the open. Nah, but
really, the big three, I feel like they're the big three for a reason.
yeah,
Facts.
facts.
And everybody goes back and forth, but I really go back and forth. Let me read a new chapter on One Piece. One Piece the best out of the big three.
Yeah,
let me
true.
go read some Bleach, bro. Let me read 1,000 Year Blood Boy.
Oh yeah,
This is
it.
this is the zenith of the medium. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. And then let me fucking Naruto. You turn on niggas do the shinobi shit or whatever. Empathy,
man.
all that. I'm like, yo,
Naruto done caught me a few times, bro.
Naruto, and I think they all have
Naruto.
different things they emphasize, like, and kind of run with as the best. Naruto is creating moments. I don't think I don't think there's another series, and I'll say this: the Gray Man. When I was reading that, I can't say this all the pod. I'm gonna get in trouble, but but something that I felt about the Gray Man was like the setup and the delivery, insane. But the execution of certain moments was it was like everything that led up to it was a bit better than like the actual moment. I feel like I gotta pull this shit up so you can hear me.
Yeah.
But Naruto, as far as creating moments go, I don't think I've ever seen anything do it better.
Yeah, I would say as far as Naruto goes, and like I said, me and Nick, we have our gripes with Naruto. I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I feel like sometimes I need to reread. It's just like I'll look at certain points that kind of like irk my nerves, like, and then I'll just kind of double down on that shit. I'll be like, damn, bro, why the fuck they do this shit, bro?
Yeah.
But it's really crazy.
Oh yeah, facts.
It's like, and I feel like Naruto it's the first one to get that treatment. I mean, and I ain't gonna say it's the best out of the big three because of those commercial sales and whatnot, but it's up there for a really big reason. It resonated with a lot more people than other series for a really big reason.
Oh yeah, I'll say it has to be the most influential. I feel like
Out of the big three,
Out of
for
the
sure.
big
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
But influential internationally, I feel like One Piece might have a bigger hold specifically.
Oh, yeah,
in
facts.
Japan.
In America,
But-
Naruto probably, for sure.
Yeah, facts.
But I think Naruto's fan base, and because it's commercialized, like that shit, bro, sent today with the Jutsu it, the Nike swoosh.
Oh,
Y'all seen that
yeah.
joint? Like the Akatsuki cloud. Yo, you had me cry with the
Yo,
Akatsuki
bro.
cloud.
Hey, hold on, wait. Speaking of the since I said that, I've seen way more Akatsuki clouds than anything. I saw a tank top recently. I saw some shorts.
A tank
I'm
top?
like, Bro, dead ass a tank top.
And it be bad material too.
Yo, like, yo,
horrible.
I've dead ass seen niggas clouds peeling off. Like, and I'm not talking about like when you dry it type peeling. I'm talking like it's a sticker that can be like,
Hey yo, so y'all wanna know some funny shit,
like
bro?
Maggie the Ferocious Beast.
Oh yeah, you remember with the
Yeah, you
holes
can
and
pop
shit?
the cloud off, put it in the ground.
Yo, the funniest thing. So I used to work at Amazon. I worked there when we first started the pod.
Yeah.
I used to work at Amazon, the warehouse ship. So I would always see a bunch of like Akatsuki shit, this, that, and the third. Now I knew niggas who worked the part that I worked at because basically like we were like scanning shit, putting it in bins. A lot of niggas be taking shit. So for me, I ain't never taken shit like when I was working there.
Sure.
Right hand on God. right hand on God. No, bro. Every time, I swear to God, like every shift I would take, I would at least see like 3 or 4 Akatsuki things, and it'll be some of the worst shit possible, bro. Like I remember there was one T-shirt that was like out of the wrap, and then like I felt the material, bro. I'm like, yo, there's no way. This is like it feels like a wash, like a thin washcloth or some shit. Like
bro,
a
your
sheet.
hand can go through this shit.
Yo, facts. Like no kind of material, like really weak shit, bro. And then I think what else I see? I saw one of those weak ass snapbacks too that I posted on the clip too. I seen that in real life, bro.
It's funny because I see mad comments. Niggas was like, nah,
Niggas were defending.
them shades is trash. But I've actually seen like the shape, like you know how Doflamingo shades are?
The
Like
Akatsuki cloud.
it's the Akatsuki cloud like that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
and
that
I was
shit.
like,
See, but that's what I'm saying. Like Naruto has that fan base.
Facts.
Bleach can't be made corny by niggas like that because
You think like
They're
My
not doing
Hero
it.
will pass Naruto?
for
I
something
think-
like that,
Oh, as
that'll
far
be
as
the closest.
Like
Fan
story
base?
stuff, like fan base and all that.
as a bad fan base.
Like not just like
Influence?
well yeah, just like
On
you know,
kids,
that
yeah.
Akatsuki cloud, just like in all the merchandise.
I don't think they have
and
anything
They don't
that
have-
commoditized.
yeah, like, you
the
can't
Akatsuki
really-
Cloud was literally the coolest shit.
Yeah.
When Itachi and damn, I'm going ass right now. But when Itachi and my boy
Kisame?
Kisame, yeah.
Thank you, thank God. I was really going ass. But when Itachi and Kisame pull up on the water, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you first see them and they pull up Itachi
shit
Ko
was
with
hard.
Yeah.
the, you know, he unzip like that. Crazy.
I feel like
They had his hand in.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He pulled his hand through the
like
joint.
so many people in Naruto that they didn't like explain though, like or go into detail. Like Kakashi's pops. They say he like the strongest dude or whatever. Like he's supposedly like stronger than all the Seinin or whatever, like Jiraiya and all them. But we ain't ever see him.
Well, that
Like,
nigga,
or
No,
fucking
I'm
what's
saying,
call it? He was that. But what about Sasuke and them pops? Fugaku.
Itachi killed him. What you mean?
I'm like,
He did.
Yeah, he marked up.
I mean, but it's like I'm talking about like just like in the show. Like, why didn't we see him fight? Like like in general, like we saw Minato fight.
Bro,
like,
because of systematic oppression. Man.
yeah.
I'm trying to see
Niggas is like, we got to get into the social paradigms.
I was about to say, niggas already ain't like him because they was the police.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Like,
But it's
Racism. They did put him on the edge of the community.
It's like so much. Like, it's
Hey,
like
facts.
storylines
Like,
they
they-
didn't explore that they could have did. Like characters.
They
that
put him in
did.
Section 8. Like,
Nigga,
Nah,
red,
dead ass.
like redlining type shit.
Yeah, facts.
they said the only way you out is Anbu. The
That's
two
it. That
two
shit
best
whack,
niggas
though.
went to
That's
Anbu,
it, bro.
and that was it.
No, but I feel like, and then we can move on after this, but I do want to kind of get this point off.
Oh, I do want to say the manga shit though.
Oh,
too.
go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was saying after that.
Oh no, real quick, I just want to say the thing that kind of irked me about Naruto is just like the upbringing as far as like I think Kishimoto has something in his mind, but to introduce like him to be like this, I feel like he should have kept him like a low level, not be like the son of Okage, because like then you kind of look back on everything, you're like, damn, they treated this nigga like trash, like that shit is wild, bro.
It's a couple of things about that. One,
What's up?
just real quick.
Okay, no problem.
I ain't gonna be on no Naruto shit today. That's not why I'm here. But one, like, if you knew that the 9-tailed fox was in this little boy, why would you treat him bad?
Facts.
Oh, facts.
Like,
Like-
bro, they was treating him like let that nigga have a bad date.
Yeah.
The village is done.
he murking everyone.
That's it.
Yeah.
If Naruto decided to hate somebody instead of being lonely, it was done.
Like
Yeah.
Gar.
But-
Gar was blanket. They was just testing Gar just to test.
The girl was
Yeah,
like, whatever.
Gar was like, all right.
You, he was like saying you, you, like that's it.
Don't forget, I cannot control this nigga. It's like, 'cause he will come out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let Naruto be like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, get this seal off me, bro. Like,
And that's the fucking one tail. Shukaku the one tail, bro. You let Kurama run wild. That's the whole ninja world, niggas.
Yeah, niggas.
Realistically, bro, if we talking, who we really got episode 1, 2 in Naruto that can really do something for Kurama? Orochimaru not doing it.
Yeah,
Sarutobi not doing it.
Nope.
Kakashi not doing it, bro.
Maybe guy, maybe.
Low-key, guy doing it, but Kishimoto ain't even put him at that level yet.
Facts.
Like,
He was a gag character at that point.
You know what I'm saying?
So, Guy, y'all think? I think this Guy's stronger than Kakashi though.
Guy's stronger than Madara.
Oh yeah, true.
Facts.
Yeah, true. Facts.
Watch that nigga.
Yeah, what?
In a wheelchair.
But yeah,
That nigga got hands. That nigga has 2 hands.
But yeah, the other shit I wanted to say real quick is Naruto Loki broke the cycle. So
Okay. I agree with
it's weird because it's like when you think about it, shit should have ended after Pain because then it kind of deviates. But then if you really, really look at it, you'd be like the cycle of hate that was perpetuated from Indra and Ashura ends with Naruto because of the conscious decision he makes.
Facts.
Okay.
So like, but outside of that shit, so with manga, like, I always had manga because like I don't know how I finessed it, but 2008. I had a Shonen Jump membership. That shit was coming straight to my door.
I don't know how you had that either.
I don't know how. I be asking my mom, like, yo, did I steal? Like, did I steal a card or something? Like, how I get it? But I have no clue how I got it. So, I love my Shonen Jump. So, I always had manga. And then I was always, like, just collecting random shit, like Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, whatever.
Yeah.
But the first series, and I got to blame the pandemic for real. But the first series that I had time to, like, all right, I got to figure out what happened. It was Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Bro, I had watched season 1, and that shit had ended. And after Askeladd pulled that stunt, and Canute do what he do, and then Thorfinn going crazy, like Thorfinn was going fed, bro.
Yo, for real.
I said, yo,
That's crazy.
I was like, how do I read? I just looked on the App Store. I found Manga Man, and I ain't put shit down. I went from Vinland Saga, and I was like, all right, what's next? And I had always seen like screenshots of Guts. Always seen screenshots of Guts and another nigga. Come to find out the other nigga was Musashi. Never knew. But I thought, so real shit, and this is gonna sound real dumb. Like from to where I am now, from where I was, I had downloaded Berserk. I was trying to read through that shit to find Musashi. I was like, bro, where the fuck this nigga? I was like, yo, when he come in this bitch? Like,
yeah, where the samurais at?
Cause you know how niggas on Twitter be like mad cryptic or whatever. Yeah. So they just be posting the panels and don't be saying nothing. So I'm like, bro, it's a dude. The art looked great. I want to see what this story about. But only name I can find is Guts. So I ended up finding Vagabond. And I was reading those two concurrently. So I was reading Berserk. And admittedly, once Vagabond caught fire, I ran through all of Vagabond. And then I went back through Berserk, whatever. But Vinland Saga was the one that I was like, yo.
Go crazy.
Stupid.
Like, that's where I finished. I finished the anime, and I didn't read the manga. I haven't read the manga yet.
For Vinland?
Yeah.
Bro,
I had
season 2.
I
season
had
2's
to.
coming up soon.
You get Varm, you get what's some other niggas you get? You get Einar, bro. You get some good people.
Yeah, facts. Too. It gets deep after
the
that.
farm arc,
That's
bro.
right. I know whatchamacallit. I think Black Swordsman, bro. He be going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
That's his.
I had just asked him. I was like, bro, what is your top one? I think Vinland his top one.
Yeah,
So that makes sense for him too.
I would say that's one of the best. That's one of the best epilogues, I think.
Yo, for real.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm
That's
trying
what
to
made me read this shit. You just brought that up, bro. How the last episode ended in this like prologue done.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's not the story.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the
I was
this
like,
is
yo, I need to know what's chapter 1. Where I read chapter 1.
Nah, but I mean, to be honest, like even like the whole father figure thing of how like Thorfinn kind of came to like see Askeladd, and then like that itself was one of the best dynamics I had seen. Like
Askeladd as a character, he deserved that best antagonist shit that he got.
Oh yeah,
yeah, exactly.
But
bro,
I know you read.
Vinland Saga though.
What you saying?
What you mean? Over Demon Slayer.
Yeah, because it was like it was like
If I speak,
I think Demon Slayer.
It was Demon Slayer, Vinland Saga,
And
Yuri
Doro.
on
Doro, I think Doro.
Doro. Yeah, that was on too.
Doro was really good too.
That was real good. Yeah,
That shit.
I hate talking about this
don't even
because
get
I
into
get
it,
bitter, bro.
She be having me tight. I be recommending Vinland Saga out of spite.
Facts.
Niggas be like, I just finished Demon Slayer. All right, watch
Watch
Vinland.
Vinland. Niggas, I used to dead ass be like, yo, what you watching right now? Dude be like, yo, I'm definitely on that Demon Slayer. I was like, word, what you watching when you not on that? Like, for real, because I'm like, I got something that's like, but I know you gonna be like the animation. I'll be like, that animation is there, bro.
But I felt
Nah, this real shit happened yesterday. Somebody was talking about Demon Slayer or some shit, and it was like, yo, I need an anime. It was my boy Matthew. So I said I recommended Vinland Saga, right? And he was like, he looked at the trailer, he was like, this shit look cool, but like, niggas ain't got no powers.
Bro, that argument, yo, niggas be like, yeah, if it ain't got powers, I'm not watching. I'll be like,
hey, someone said it on
Yeah.
on one of the hot take episodes or whatever. I was like, come on, bro.
gee, I was about to say, I know your list is not peak.
You got to go into your bag, my brother.
Gotta get a couple of the seinen, bro.
Facts.
Gotta get a couple of them.
No, but
Nah, bro.
I'll say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Phil.
Like a lot of people like are just now getting into like anime, like manga, and if you like throw that onto them, they'd be like, they mental not ready for that.
Yeah.
You right.
Like, bro,
See, but
But-
but the thing about it, all of this shit, you can't do what Thorfinn be doing, bro.
Exactly.
You can't go up against Thorkel with two axes.
And that's what I was about to say. Like, when you get to that
Which
fight,
This nigga was
The
doing
nigga-
tree love.
yeah, that's
bro.
what I'm saying, bro.
Bro, Thorfinn arm was broke. he had to go back and fight, bro,
he was like, fuck.
with his arm broke.
Yo, what the
He
fuck?
was, matter of fact, he got a concussion. Remember, he was knocked out.
Yeah.
Askeladd woke him up like, bro, you got to get back in there.
Facts, like,
You're not done.
he not dead. Like, that's not his head.
Hey, the job's not done.
Yo,
I'm not finished.
Facts.
The job finished.
you remember the nigga came back with another nigga head though?
Oh,
And he
yeah.
was like, that's not him.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like, he and like Thorfinn threw that shit with confidence. He was like,
Here.
that nigga was like, that ain't him, bro.
But I love the fact that, you know, he, like, how can I say this? The fact that Thorfinn kind of went out of his way to do these, like, you know, these tasks for Askeladd in the end, like, but he unknowingly knowing that, like, he kind of saw Askeladd as a father figure this entire time when all he wanted to do was, like, fight him and, like, kill him to avenge his
Facts.
father. But, like, and then when it all comes down at the end, bro, you like, yo.
And that's why you
Gotta
read.
read. I was just about to say that because, like,
The way they develop Askeladd as a character retroactively, like you guys know how Toji is.
yeah,
Like how we get so much of Toji after we meet Toji.
Yeah.
And then we get like kind of the implications of what his power like entails. Same shit with Askeladd. But I might even argue because you remember when the nigga was laying on the hay, the dreams?
yes, bro.
And nah, 'cause
Nigga,
it's
you remember when
a
the
couple
nigga
of
said,
parts.
the nigga said, yo, is this Ragnarok? He was like, what? He was like, you think this? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna let y'all, and that's the like the up parts of farmland. Like when that's the parts that you need to see.
Oh, and then my nigga Snake.
That-
That Snake.
When he walk up,
That shit
yo,
crazy. That shit
bro,
crazy.
go read Vinland Saga if you're not waiting for the animation.
Yeah,
but
fuck, man, read that shit
read
and
that
watch
shit
it.
though. Facts. Same
Another
time.
thing I'm gonna say.
Oh, go ahead.
Damn, I don't forgot it. Whatever.
No, it's all good. So really quick before we actually really get into the Jujutsu talk, I want to say, did you guys get a chance to watch the Demon Slayer episode, the recent one?
I did.
No.
See,
I watched the movie.
I ain't get a chance to watch
Nah,
the movie.
that episode was different though.
Nah, the episode was good though. I will say.
Demon Slayer's animation is really good.
Yeah, and I'll say that's what I will say for myself. It does kind of keep me intact to it. Like I love the manga. No, don't get me wrong. Like I collect the manga still, but it's like that animation is beautiful, bro. Like
It's
you
worth it.
foldable.
It's worth waiting for it, bro.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
It's gonna backtrack just a bit, but I'll be quick.
Okay, no.
So it's Vinland Saga. Y'all know Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a special chapter in Vinland Saga. It's a collab. I don't know if y'all ever read it. It's like 185.5 or some shit.
Yeah, see, I ain't make it that far yet. I do gotta finish.
Okay, I'll send y'all the link for that shit. But it don't really go into no canon shit. It's actually a flashback of Thorfinn's,
That's crazy.
but it's quick and it's fire. All right, that's all I wanted to say.
Say less.
Oh, damn. You said 181?
It's like 185.5. I can find this shit. Right now.
185.5. Okay.
Matter of fact, you know who put me on? Swordsman.
I was about to say. I already knew.
Because I had read this shit, but I didn't even realize he was like, yeah, bro. I was like, oh.
Hey, big shout out Swordsman, bro. That's one of the homies.
Shout
in
out
this squad.
Swordsman. Shout out Jasmine. Shout out
the
Babyface
admin
Killer.
team.
The whole admin team. Facts.
But yeah, as far as like Demon Slayer, I guess we were the only ones who watched it. What was your opinion on like just it in general? Because
I didn't know what turn it was gonna take. I didn't know like what direction it was headed in, especially for people saying like, you know, this is extra stuff added in. I will say it gives you a different light for Rengoku.
Exactly.
Because I'm not gonna spoil, but you know the part that I'm talking about when it kind of clicks with the manga. When he saves the lady, I was like, okay, that hits. I was like, that's where.
Then when the train goes away.
But and that's where Ufotable takes Demon Slayer to a new height. Because I was one of the people that was like, you know, okay, you feel me? Manga for me, 8.5 out of 10. Ending, the alternate ending, to be honest, makes it damn near a 9.5. But if that's the first ending, I'd give the series damn near a 10.
Yeah.
But like Ufotable brings Demon Slayer to a whole new height. So like with the flashbacks, like the extra like source material dipped in there is like, okay, you making this shit kind of different
crazy.
now.
Yeah.
Like y'all trying to make these sales go back up because you go maybe go cop and read physicals now. Like, so
no, but having a fucking like Barnes and Noble got that shit on sale right now. The whole box set.
How much?
I forgot. They got Bleach volume. They
a
got
box
Bleach
set,
box
get
set
that
too
big-
for
get
like
that Bleach
170
box
up there right now. So
Amazon
they taking a
still
good
wins.
amount because you know that should be like 220, 230.
Yeah, facts.
260 after tax.
Yeah.
No,
But
but
Books Million be looking at you.
Niggas be watching you. You be sitting over there looking at the box set, looking for the price. You be like,
They be like,
them niggas be at
they be
the,
like,
need some help, sir? You be like, nah, I'm good.
they do that to you in Second of Charles? Like something?
Nah, at Second of Charles, they actually be kind of cool because I feel like they see us so much that they like,
Oh,
all right,
yeah,
we know y'all. Like,
My
we know
Books
y'all
A
gonna
Million
cop
team,
some
bro.
shit.
They know me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm always in the same section.
I see Books A Million that day at Concord. Them niggas looked at me like I was about to walk out the door with that box set 3. I was finna be.
I asked niggas how much. The way they looked at me, like,
You might as well put that down.
boy, I ain't giving
Can't
you
afford this, sir.
ain't buying this right now. Get out.
We on welfare checks out. No, but I'll say this about the episode. As far as like Rengoku and everything, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It kind of it makes you a little bit emotional, especially after seeing the movie.
Yeah.
But just like first off, Ufotable got an unlimited budget.
Oh yeah.
No, you put that shit in the first episode, bro. Them niggas got hella money. But at the same time, as far as like Rengoku's character, like
You watched the movie though?
yeah,
Hey, bro.
You got Crunchyroll now,
To
though,
be
right?
fair, it is.
Yeah, this shit now.
It's on there.
But it was on Funimation. I had tried to watch that shit. It was like, you need a password. And I just was not trying to watch that shit on my laptop, bro. I'm a grown
Bro,
man
I
now, bro.
Yo, facts.
I
But
be
that-
trying to watch it on the TV.
That's the whole like I tell people all the time. I'm like, people like, bro, why do you pay for that? I be like, yo, first off, it's shit on here.
Yeah.
Like I ain't never seen before, so I'm a indulge whenever I feel like it.
Crunchyroll?
Yeah.
Crunchyroll had me watching Ushio and Tora, bro.
Yo, facts. Ushio and Toro, like I watched the first 5 episodes and then I
like
found
the
some more
long
shit.
hair?
But like,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
like that.
But like,
Shit smooth.
I had Crunchyroll back when that shit was $6.95 before them niggas upped that shit. But
tragic.
This shit like a
still
dub,
pay it
bro.
though.
Hey man, shout out to the
dub.
Jose.
That shit like $17.
My shit's still $8.99. I don't know which one I got, but
Hey, shit.
keep it up, Crunchyroll.
Nah, but I think I got the premium.
That's the one I
shit.
got, yeah. Like
The members only
Yeah,
type
the
shit.
member,
That
You
was
be-
here.
you
When that shit-
discounts on the
Kiss
shop.
That shit
anime.
put the crown. Yeah, that shit
That
put
was
the
in
crown
that
in the
Kiss
corner.
Anime era. This Kiss anime era.
Oh yeah, I was
facts.
Kiss Anime.
Hell no, bro. Kiss Anime put so many viruses on
I
that shit.
feel
that.
Nah,
I had to get on Go.
Go.
Yeah, I'm
fucking-
still on that.
Nah, but
shit.
Goku got
Naruto
crazy after a
get-
while. Oh yeah, Naruto.
Now
was
Go-Go's bad now though.
Yeah.
I've tried
Go
Go-Go.
y'all talking about. But you gotta understand, it's like 5 different.
It is 5.
5 different.
I
domains.
always use like .to.
I'm using .io.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
did
did
not
that.
use that.
Nah, was crazy.
.io going is.
Nah, but once you start seeing Sea Wars and all these hentai things, you know,
Time to go.
It'd be like sexy Asian woman in your area.
Facts.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. There was one game. There was one game I tried out, bro. That shit. That shit
Yeah.
put all kinds of shit. That shit put all kinds of shit on my laptop, bro.
Bro,
Nah, bro.
lock
Keep me free.
Bro, lock
Keep
him
me
up,
free.
bro. Who play the
Oh, hell
games,
nah.
bro? No, you ain't never like.
Nah.
Fuck
No,
it be like,
You
X,
pay for it
X.
too.
Bro, I'm trying to watch the show. Yo,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Benji over there like,
This shit look kind of nice.
Nah, I was just curious.
like-
You see that shit start.
He said, "Orange, is that Nami?" He was like, "That's Nami."
You know,
Okay,
you know
hold
the
on.
big green square thing that says play now. I'm like, you know what?
I'd be like, that's a virus. I'm not
And you know what it did to my computer?
A virus.
My shit was fucked.
Yeah, same shit happened with like 1, 2, 3 movies shit. Yo, my dad
Yo.
was so bad.
Bro, I would never go there, bro.
Bro,
Ever.
I had tried to watch some Superman shit. I don't even know what it was. Bro, when all the windows start popping up,
Yo,
I was
back-
like,
Oh,
I tried to watch Avengers Infinity War, and I remember that same shit happened, bro. I was like,
you be feeling caught.
Yeah,
you be like,
damn,
they got me.
shit. I slammed my laptop and shit, acting like it was gonna work. I popped that shit back
I
up.
do the same shit. It's still going. You over here
you
sweating.
just
like,
hear that shit. Zoop, zoop, zoop.
knowing you ain't paying for the laptop.
You're
knowing-
like,
Damn.
Damn, this shit was already going slow.
this shit about to be 10 times slower, bro.
putting the laptop through PT.
Oh my.
Trying to get it through rehab, trying to get it back right. That shit never get right.
Nah, but the funny thing though, especially like with those kind of like pirated websites, I feel like I mean, this is just my opinion. I feel like I mean, now I'm old enough where I can pay for services and shit. But back then, like, I feel like that kind of like made us anime fans who we are kind of now. Because in a way, in a sense, I feel like, you know, I mean,
It's the same thing as like the Shonen Jump shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you wasn't gonna walk up to your parents and be like, "Hey, moms, can you give me this? Buy this for me?" You be like, "How much it? Hell no!" Like,
that's the Naruto. My mom used to say Naruto.
same way you be like, "Yo, can I get some? Can I get some bread for the bookstore?" Your parents be like, "What you gonna cop?" You like, "Shit." I mean, I'm gonna cop some books.
I'll be at the book fair like this.
What's your first manga?
My first manga was what was it called? Yu-Gi-Oh! A Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. It's at my parents' crib.
So my first actual manga was the Shonen Jump shits. But my first like shit that I've completed was Berserk.
Bro, let me say some shit. I ain't trying to be on no lame shit, bro. But this go back to what you were saying. Niggas was not in the field, bro. Niggas was not on YouTube watching Naruto, Spanish dub, English sub, 140p, part 1 out of 8, trying to see what happened to Neji, bro. Like, that's what built niggas, bro. And it's
Facts.
like new people be like,
I didn't even know
skins,
what
this,
niggas
that.
did.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I was getting it how I could.
Yeah, it
bro.
wasn't like that back
I be
then.
getting HD scans. I'm cool. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? I'ma still pay. I'ma still support the
Yeah.
official, but I'm
gonna get these scans.
built a certain way now.
Like I will say, like, I know I slander Dragon Ball too, but like back then,
That shit was crazy.
bro, I was everywhere looking for the movie. Like, bro, I was looking for what was the Future of Trunks movie? I was looking for fucking World's Strongest. I was looking for all them shits. Like, bro, where the fuck these at, man? Like, I was like, I ain't trying to wait till next week for these episodes.
What cooler?
Especially when my pops
that
was
first
like,
one.
my pops and my uncle would walk in and be like, "You watching Dragon Ball Z, bro?" It was like, I'm like, "Yeah, bro, the new episode just came out." It was like, "That ain't new, bro." I would be like, "What you mean?" It was like, "Come here, let me show you something." Go on the internet, be like, "You see all these episodes? These just reruns, bro." It was like, I was like,
that should bring up a question like, the fuck Siri on?
"Yeah, facts."
Excuse me, I wasn't talking to you, but that should bring up a question because it's like, all right, you got black people love anime,
Facts.
love manga, right? Our pops, like, them niggas love kung fu.
Yeah.
films, you know what I'm saying? The whole Wu-Tang shit, like, that's born out of that,
Yeah.
like, kind of intersect.
Y'all had
So
that
it's
in
like,
y'all family?
what?
Yeah.
Kung
I don't
fu,
have-
kung
I
fu
think-
shit.
Kung fu shit, bro.
Like,
That shit
y'all
runs
people
deep,
ain't,
bro.
That's
y'all
deep,
they ain't
like,
run, bro.
bruh.
Ip Man,
Bruh.
Jet Li,
Well, me and
Jackie
my
Chan?
brother- Yeah, me and bro.
Jackie Chan was that nigga.
What was it, Enter the Dragon?
It's
Like,
Enter the
especially
Dragon.
when that came out.
Like, bro,
See,
my
like,
pops,
Ip
my
Man
pops
shit.
taught me all that shit. Me and my dad used to be in the crib sparring and shit.
That shit, bro. When that nigga, he fought like 10 people, bro. He bodied like 10 people. He beat a nigga fucking chest in. I was like,
That's Ip Man.
Ip Man,
yeah, bro. I
yeah.
was like, bro, this nigga crazy, bro.
And then you had the nigga that brought down the hand of Buddha and then like crushed it, like, bro,
Facts.
all them shits. But it's like, I feel like, I don't know what it is, but
Tony Jaa.
I don't even know who that nigga is, bro. I can't even cap.
I heard him. I know you're talking
The
about.
Ung-Bak, like the Moy, he was in fucking Fast and Furious, bro. And he was in Fast and Furious like 5 or 6 or whatever.
I think he was in a
Yeah,
Crouching
Cut that shit
Tiger,
off
Hidden
after
Dragon,
Tokyo
wasn't he?
Drift.
Shit, I don't know.
Let me see.
But he was like he's like a Muay Thai dude, you know. And bro, that shit, like my whole like.
It's the one nigga. He the new Ip Man. I cop that
I think
shit.
I know who you talking about.
Yeah,
I haven't
fuck
peeped
with
yet,
him.
though.
I fuck with him.
Like a martial arts dude.
Yeah, he a martial arts dude, but he an actor. Like he be in the movies already. So it's like he kind of just got the legacy pass now.
Oh, Shang-Chi?
Diane.
Shang-Chi?
I want to see that. I gotta see.
I do
that.
gotta see that too. Yeah.
Really good.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's some sort of intersect where, because niggas be asking me like, bro, why do niggas love anime? Like, what is it about? And I'm
But
like, bro, I really don't know.
But it's funny because like I see like a lot of Asian cultures, they want to kind of at least like dip their toe in the water for Black culture and stuff that we kind of like, you know, dance, this, that, their music.
K-pop, J-pop.
But I feel like
Samurai Champloo.
yeah, exactly. But like you said, like that intersect, I feel like is such a nice little. It's a like little mix of cultures, kind of like boiling together. Because like you know, they give us a little something, we get a little something here and stuff like that. So
Everywhere though.
Facts. It's low key though. No cap.
hey, facts. Now, but I do. Anything else before we move on to the actual main topic?
Damn, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, what was your first manga? My first manga was Naruto.
My first manga I read all the way through.
Not just like that you copped or
Oh, Naruto.
Naruto.
that's
Naruto.
funny. That's crazy. I was like,
Naruto is like the Godfather, bro.
Facts.
Naruto birthed a generation of
Facts.
niggas. Kishimoto was in the hood,
In his
goddamn
bag.
recruiting
Yeah,
niggas.
he knew what he was doing. He was like, okay, that's what you like. He was like, ninjas. I got y'all.
He was like, yeah,
I
all
got
right.
y'all.
Bro, it was not one nigga in the third grade that wasn't knowing about Naruto.
I wonder if he.
We started that shit.
Yeah, facts. Like, why you running like that?
Then we stopped
You
that
don't
shit. We was like,
understand.
all right, y'all niggas being strange.
Like, shit, I remember the whole like
facts.
Bro,
incantation,
I still
bro.
got the fucking
It's like this is
Kiri
one-
shit.
I can't do none of that shit. You see I know it became a TikTok trend to do Haku's one hand shit. I can't do that
oh
shit.
yeah,
though.
I seen that
Bro,
shit.
Haku's one hand shit changed my life. Man, and bro, I used to be like,
Talking about in what way?
slowing up.
Hey, and
I said Haku's one hand shit. Excuse me.
oh, and we go,
Bro, you knock Phil headphones off of that shit.
hey yo, and we gonna keep it a bean though. Like before anyone knew that Haku was a
Yeah,
guy,
facts.
Haku was a baddie.
I just
Yeah,
told
for
one of
y'all.
my homies that. I deadass was like, hey, bro, we not finna walk around here like every nigga ain't look at Haku and was
I
like,
always knew.
Hey yo,
you always
I
knew?
always knew. Nigga.
You knew about Stern?
About who?
About that, about
oh yeah,
Shorty, you stink of semen? You talk about that? Yeah.
shit.
Nah.
yeah, who gonna tell him?
Who gonna tell
Hey
him?
yo,
That's the worst moment to have. So who gonna tell him?
But I used to be slowing that shit down because I don't know what it was. I think I either had copped the DVD or something, and I used to be playing that shit in half speed on Kakashi. Like, let me see.
Yeah.
They go here, then they go here, and then my mom would be like, "Yo, like." She be trying to play it or like play me for watching it, whatever. And I would be like, "Ma, look at this word I just learned." Because you know, Kakashi used to always bring up big ass words.
Yeah.
And I used to just be pulling them shit out in sentences on my mom. She'd be like, "Maybe this is good for him." Like, nah, this anime is good for him.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he
"Mom, I'm
learning.
learning. I'm learning."
No, but I gotta say this though, as far as like how we kind of like got introduced to anime and this, that, and the third, I feel like we're like our generation is a generation that kind of like propelled the generation now. Like niggas comfortable now.
Oh, facts.
Like
It's
like
just out there, bro.
yo, 10 years ago, bro, like dead ass. If I was in a Dragon Ball Z shirt, people slapping the shit out of my.
Nah, Dragon Ball Z was still straight.
Nah, that was fine.
Nah, bro.
But you couldn't be wearing no Hunter x Hunter shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, facts.
They be like, all right,
You
now
wasn't-
you into that. Like, it's certain shit that still get it past. Like, if you in a Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, niggas respect it. Let a nigga find out, like,
Let you walk out with that berserk shit.
let a nigga see you walk around with all these in your hand right now.
Let you walk
Yeah.
around with
Hold
May
on,
May on
bro.
your shirt.
Now,
Yo.
and we gonna be honest, Jujutsu getting up there as far as like
Right.
Nah, it's
popularity.
definitely
It's
getting up
getting
there.
up
I was
there.
at
And
Books
it's
a Million
well
today,
deserved,
bro.
Well deserved.
This girl was like, "Oh yeah, we're trying to go see the movie. It's fucking it was fucking pre-order. They tried to pre-order to go see the movie. It was like sold out or some shit." And
For what?
For the movie.
For Volume Zero?
Yeah.
Volume
I was like,
They
first
already
of all,
selling
that shit
tickets?
in
Yeah,
Japan.
they already taking
that
film.
shit
Selling
in
tickets
Japan, I was
already?
like, y'all
Not over
flying
here
out?
anyway.
Not
Yeah,
here. I was about to
I was
say.
like,
not-
yeah, y'all flying out there? Because shit, damn, we not seeing that shit till like April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
birthday.
So,
What's up?
Birthday.
bro, I'm trying to go to Japan, man. I'm trying to go.
Hey.
All right, we already know the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know the
out
plan.
here.
I know the
Yeah,
plan.
yeah.
My birthday next month. I'm trying to do some shit too. Man.
I don't got Japan money next month.
Yeah, not next month. Maybe year and a half. Maybe.
I got some.
Let
I
me
got
set
some
up a
Chinatown
separate
money.
account.
Facts. Let me save some bread for that.
Got some little Tokyo money. Maybe go to New York, but you know,
Yeah, we going to Tokyo Town first, but we
Yeah.
going to Japan Town.
Now, but so you know, everything said and done. As far as I feel like I said, our generation is a generation that kind of propelled the next generation to go ahead, and I think it's going to keep on spiraling. Now, with that being said, I do want to move on to the meat. You know, the main course, the main dish. You feel me?
I was like, the what? The what?
What the meat is the best part of the meal, man. The meat, pause. You know, like I said, pause. Yeah.
Now, nigga. It's just the way you said it, like,
Chomping on a little meat. That's you.
Hey,
You
the
and
steak,
God.
the steak.
I ain't gonna lie though. Hold
The
on, like,
beef.
no such shit. But yo, I ain't gonna lie. I've been like, yo, bro, why is this shit on the back of this nigga's head, on the top of this nigga's head? I never realized this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is that shit?
Gay, what the fuck?
That a dick?
It do look like a little pee-pee.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
I'm crying.
Yo, cause I was like, nah, that ain't it.
That's a slab. That's
You really turn that
crazy.
shit the right way. Excuse me.
Yo, don't that look like the nigga from Curse of Cali Dog though?
Yeah, he look like everybody.
That look like the nigga from Haunted House.
Return
not from
the
Haunted From Scary Movie, the one hand. Oh, the one hand. That's what that nigga looks like.
moving the potatoes and shit.
Yeah.
That nigga Loki look like Mana.
Oh shit!
Mana when he was the clown.
Yo,
Oh shit!
Shit, I can't stop looking at that shit though.
What, that 14?
That shit hard.
that 14 different.
That's my
man.
pride and joy, bro.
Shit.
That's my pride and joy.
This might be like, we might not be able to beat this setup.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Shit. Wait till bleach.
Oh, he gonna bring all 3 box sets.
Everybody gonna have to hold like 5.
We got to lift the table. That shit might break down.
Facts. That shit
be
might
like
tip
this.
over.
Now, but with that being said, let's get straight into it. We're at 50. Oh, we've been at almost an hour. Damn, we've been talking for a minute. I love it. I love it.
My fault.
Okay, so
This is how I be doing the book club too.
Hey, this-
I be like, damn, my
It's the
bad.
pod for a reason though.
nah, but like to be honest, like this is how this is really how like you know we
This is
do
usually how I
conversations.
go, to be honest.
But okay, so to start off with Jujutsu Kaisen, I kind of want to get a little bit of like just as far as like what this is rated as far as your top, you know, mangas and anime. Now, I feel like for you two, you know, y'all, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's
kinda clear.
Me
Yeah,
and Phil-
facts.
yeah, but I'll start with Phil. What do you think as far as like
Bleach JJK, my top 2, bro.
top 2? Okay,
That's my
Bro,
shit.
I gotta say this about JJK. Like JJK term, it done lit a fire under me, bro. like JJK, the reason I'm probably on this pod right now. You know what I'm saying? Like JJK, I was like, damn, because you know Naruto, all the series that I've been reading, I always caught afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm reading JJK weekly. I've been reading JJK weekly since like chapter 120.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get to see the discussions. I get to partake in the discussions, read theories, create theories.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's introduced me to so much. It's introduced me to Reddit, like Jujutsu, the regular Jujutsu Kaisen sub, Twitter. I've been on group chats and shit. Shout out ESS. That's my main group chat on Twitter. Discord. Fucking with y'all. And really the pod. Like, and shout out my nigga Zay, my pro fight. that's how I found Geek Giant. He had posted y'all shit one day and I was like, bruh, and he was like, yo, these niggas from the city. I was like, oh shit, I gotta support. I was like, it's not even a question now. But like, yeah, so like Jujutsu Kaisen, like it's like how you be talking about Naruto, you gotta take away the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
If I take away everything that Jujutsu Kaisen has introduced me to, it might rate differently, but I think off of the way it's written alone, drawn, it's still way up there for me.
I'll say for myself, like you said earlier, like this is the one part of the pandemic that I'm thankful for, because like right when we were starting to like even just conceptualize the pod, whenever you first brought it to us, it was like I was just getting into JJK. Like I was like, okay, I was reading and I was like, okay, this shit kind of fire, and I was just like, damn, bro. It seems like it's so much more to like what I'm reading here. And I never like got into it. And then when we started the pod, because I want to say we started right before about 126, 127. So by that time, I was going through, that's when I was going through Shibuya.
it was like mid Shibuya, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Mission.
Mission Shibuya was weekly
That
at
was
that
like-
point.
Oh yeah.
So
But that was like peak.
I was
level
like
shit going
front end. So by the time we started getting into like the chapter talk was when we all got up to like 127.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I think the end of Shibuya is when we were like, this is where we like really started to go because we all ended up binging.
Yeah.
But whenever I started going through that, and then the pod started, he started talking about JJK to me. Phil started talking about JJK. Like, I was like, damn, bro, this shit is really like that.
Let's tell the funniest story. And my girl know this. But, like, it was, like, you know, you be taking social media breaks and shit like that. It was one time I had deleted Instagram, but I was watching the pod. And y'all niggas had said some shit that made me download Instagram and then send y'all some shit I found from Reddit that I wanted y'all to see about JJK. Like, that's how hard JJK is to me.
And like KKZ, like the reason I got started with Jujutsu, like that, and really just trying to even dive deep into it. And going from there, then I found out he read Berserk. So then I don't know, Jujutsu kind of switched my brain a little bit when it comes to manga. Cause I was like, okay, maybe everything is a little bit deeper than the surface. Cause Berserk was always like that for me. I was like, you know, there's no question about the intricacies of Guts and Griffith and the mindset, personality, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But when you get into this, it's like you get into the lore, like you get into
The paneling.
like just all the stuff that Gege is bringing to life. I'm thankful for Jujutsu for even making me go read Bleach.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
because I was like, people saying like, oh, the inspiration coming from this, but most of it is there. I'm like, if you telling me everything is coming from Naruto, Yu Yu, One Piece, like all of these big names, and the only one I haven't finished is Bleach, I'm like, let me go see what you're talking about. And I see it full force. So like this, like the way I feel about Jujutsu, I don't think I ever like fully when I first started something was like, yeah, this is it.
Like,
This is here.
And it takes so much, and I was just telling you this beforehand, but it's like One Piece, Jujutsu. Like, I've never exerted this much energy into a series.
Exactly.
It's like I be wanting to do other shit, read other shit, and I be like, bro, but like, I gotta break this down. Like my nigga Shash, like he say some shit about fish. I'm like, damn, bro, fish and JJK. Like now I'm sitting here for like an hour and a half. Like, bro, y'all don't remember the fish in the first title sequence, Sumima Yuji.
Yeah.
Bro, what that represents is da 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 da, and you just rattling out, and it's like, damn. And then the best part about it, and I think what makes Jujutsu so fun to read is like you'll think some shit, you'll start to reach, you'll start to overguess, right? But then some shit happened the next chapter, and he'd be like,
I was right.
I might be right.
Yeah, facts.
You like, hold on, I gotta keep thinking. I might be onto some shit. So that's why I really fuck. But also, like, I remember in high school we had read this joint. I think it was called Pyongyang. It was about like the capital of North Korea, but it was a graphic novel. So that was my first interaction actually reading the graphic novel all the way through. And then our teacher, she made us pay attention to like look beyond the words.
Yeah.
Look at how this person is looking at this. Look at how these two panels are layered. Look at how this object breached through one panel and is aiming at another. And it's like that added a whole different element to how I read. And I always like close reading, looking at syntax, looking at diction. But when you add in this whole complex layer of this visual aspect that's in manga, and then you got somebody who's as masterful as Akutami Gege with the pen to really bring that shit all to life, I just be sitting there every week like, damn. I just be reading that shit.
So, and then, like I said, piggyback off what all you guys said, I feel like for Jujutsu, the thing about it is I feel like there's two levels to Jujutsu. For me personally, there's one where you can just look at it surface level as like action, this, that, and the third happened. Everything is kind of like linear, but like actually like really diving deep into certain like things that Akutami is actually trying to preach like through his writing. There's another level that is so rewarding to kind of like figure out certain things, just like the fish thing or just like other things. I remember you told me one theory, and then there's also another thing where the Mahito and Yuji parallels.
The fucking
Yeah.
I really
No, go ahead. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro.
but man, Yuta and Yuji,
Yeah.
that in itself,
Okay.
Yuta and Maki, but Yuta and Yuji, like that's damn near. And I know y'all still ain't read Vagabond, but Musashi and Kojiro, like that's how that shit be feeling to me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause this nigga, and I can talk about this because we all up with Jujutsu, but bro, this nigga took the same issue of exercise and curses and what that represents towards purpose, towards validity, you know what I'm saying, towards accomplishing and your right to exist. Mm-hmm. And he approached it from two opposing angles. It is like Volume 0, that shit by itself is
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Volume 0 is already like one of the best shits I ever read in my life. But then you got Volume 1 through 12 of Jujutsu Kaisen. But back to what you were saying. I'm sorry.
No, because like I said, we're going to kind of get more in depth with it. But the thing about it that I love about Jujutsu, like I said, those two levels as far as like the intricacies, well, like the advancements or certain things that kind of go throughout Jujutsu Kaisen. And then just like, especially like character development with how you see Megumi or even what Akutami said like earlier, like later on, he said that he already has Megumi's ending, but yet he hasn't found out Yuji's ending as of right now. But like as we try to figure that out, like
I feel warmed up now. I'm ready to go about this Jujutsu.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, me and Nick also talked about it. It's the same way I kind of feel with Oda. Oda loves to leave these breadcrumbs for his fan base to really be excited and be like, "Oh, this might happen, that might happen." I feel the same exact way with Jujutsu Kaisen because, like I said, we were talking about Naoya possibly becoming a vengeful spirit at the end of the day. We were also talking about whether or not Megumi as well as Yuji are going to have a conflict at the end of this series. Even the Gojo and Sukuna kind of like battle. Like your mind can go crazy with this series just from the way that it's written.
And even like how you said, like it's like Musashi and Kojiro for you. Like I get moments like I'll be honest, the whole like, which is why I go hard for my Hito is like niggas don't fuck with that Junpei shit, but like that whole like validation, like all of that shit itself is like that shit hits, bro. Like going through like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Them panels are in my camera roll. And I'll just be scrolling through.
About to go through it right now.
Go through sometimes, and I'm like, damn, dog. Like, he was hitting on the nail with something. Even the part where he's like, do you think people have a heart? Oh, and he's like, obviously, like people got a heart. He was like, nah, like I don't believe that. He was like, you got a being like me who has the power to change the soul itself. He was like, I feel like the people are just souls. He was like, I feel like you're just a soul within a vessel moving around, and if I'm able to shape that, what makes you think you have a heart,
bro? And I love every series. I think all of my top series, they all kind of reflect on that aspect of humanity. Yeah, where it's like, and a lot of the seinen they always do that. Like with Berserk, you have literally that lost chapter.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
With fucking Monster, like Johan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
the fucking
Antichrist.
The pointing, like
the Antichrist.
walking literally on the edge of the building, just. I mean, but like all those things where it's like challenging humanity, those always make for just the best stories. Because it's like the mangaka has to really pour a piece of himself into this shit to really make it happen. Definitely. But also, just a quick, you know, I ain't trying to slender Viz. I ain't trying to bring no problems to the pod. But man, TCB, they be going dumb. With the scans.
Facts.
Read the new chapter right now. Read that new chapter, baby.
But not even that. I'm just talking about the way they translate shit. And I was saying this earlier when Phil had first walked in. But I'm going to say this real quick because Swojo had just talked about it. But you shouldn't be a slave to the ideal of indifference. There's no need for consistency in your attitude towards life. If you hate them, kill them, just as you eat when you're hungry. That's not how it's written in there. And then I think it was chapter 29 when we was talking about when Yuji breaks through Mahito's domain, and because of the non-myths, whatever, touches Sukuna's soul. Mm-hmm. And it's written out. Matter of fact, I think I got the screen.
I think they soften it up because even they do the same thing for One Piece. Like One Piece has like direct stuff that would kind of translate very well with like Japanese actual like kanji.
Yeah, but it's like y'all be bullshitting, bro. Like, bro, it literally said, and the reason this is important is because what it could have set up and what we all hope and wanted to set up is throughout the heaven and earth, he alone is the honored one. Only his pleasure and displeasure exist. About Sukuna. And then we get to the fucking chapter with Gojo and SPV. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one. And then you go beyond that and you look at the Buddha story where it's a false Buddha and his hand was pointing towards one hand pointing towards the heaven, other hand pointing towards the earth. and it's drawn the same exact way.
Mm-hmm.
Falls. So it's like you got shit like that layered in. You know what I'm saying? Where you really gotta invest your time to figure that type of shit out.
Mm-hmm.
You got Sukuna existing in this sort of way, and it's not. I mean, I ain't gonna spaz on Vision, man. Like, I did hear that they're doing a whole reprint, translation of 1 through 12. I mean, I'm gonna keep mine because them the shits is gonna exist forever. They gonna be worth less.
They gonna pop them new ones in the box set. I don't need that.
They gonna have the 1 through 3. I'm cool off that.
No, but so you know, with all that being said, I kind of want to see if we can kind of come to a consensus on how we will kind of structure everything. Now, one of the first questions that I had is, what legacy will JJK have once it's finished? We can kind of say that to the end because I feel like that would be like a good closing question. But I wanted to see if there was anything in particular, because I have a couple of things that I want to kind of get into. I want to get into the Nobara stuff, Kenjaku, and how, like, what is his role going to be, like, a little bit later on.
This is a spoiler territory.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Like,
spoiler territory was
it was further back. That is true.
It was when Phil started his
when Phil started. Yeah, Phil started.
That was the beginning of the episode. That nigga was like, bam, bam,
facts.
bam.
So, hey, you have been warned. You know we are not holding back.
Facts.
I spoil shit for fun.
Facts.
You can't let me on nowhere, bro. I'm gonna spoil some shit.
It's crazy because I be trying my hardest not to, even on Instagram sometimes. I'm like,
nah, your ass be wildin'.
This
nigga be posting scans date. Like, bro, it be damn 9 a.m. nigga that woke up. I done see the scan on the Instagram. I'm like, damn, bro.
I blur out context all the time. I just show a panel. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I do remember this, and we can go on like 120, is it one or 136? 136, 137.
Yeah.
When in Shibuya, when that panel, my nigga Yuji hit the clap when he started running from Utah, the part where the nigga punched the whip, where he like when he threw the whip, I put that, I'm not gonna cap, I put that shit up there and I blurred out all context because I was like, I need y'all to see this, bro.
The only reason I know is because it'll be Friday or some shit, and I ain't get to the chapter yet, and I'll be on your story, and I'll be like, damn. I ain't even see this shit yet.
Nah, but like I said, like when it comes to Jujutsu, as far as like, I do want to kind of get into like favorite characters, favorite parallels, and stuff like that. I want to kind of see, what do you guys kind of want to start with as first? Like, to be honest, there's a lot of stuff we can kind of convey into.
I know we on a time thing too.
Hey, man,
so much shit I want to say about this shit.
Nobara not dead. She alive.
She
back.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like that's a general consensus between all of us. What do you think?
Well, you know, Nobara actually, that's my top one. That's my favorite character.
Facts. Nah, that's not my.
Nigga said facts.
No.
Okay, so
my top one.
Who is your favorite character?
Megumi or Yuta. That's my top two.
Okay, mine is Nanami. Got to be a Nanami one.
Top one.
Sukuna or Yuta.
Now I'll say this, and then actually let's kind of start off with why they're favorite characters. I'll go ahead and say this. So I feel like Nanami, I put him in the same vein as what's his name? We just mentioned it at the beginning of the pod. Dark. Forgot the first name. Suman and Dark. I put those two in the same vein, and that actually is my favorite arc within Greymon. But the fact of the matter is, when you're put into this world where you don't necessarily, like, you're given certain abilities, certain this, that, and the third, and you know, you don't, in order to save people, you have to actually like utilize these same things. I see that parallel between the two characters from the Greymon and Nanami. I like Nanami being like the regular guy trying to live a mundane life. At the end of the day, that shit didn't really play out. So, you know, he's going back to killing curses. Like, you know, saying, oh, shit, I got to go overtime. Like shit, it's like shit that is fine. Come on, man.
Bro, Nanami's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it's that panel I think we touched on 2 weeks ago.
Facts.
And I think it's chapter 105.
I remember.
No, it's 99 on 101.
Mm-hmm.
But Shigemo tries to kick Nanami, and he hits a wall.
Yeah.
He tries to cut Nanami. He only cuts his shirt. Like, that's the grade 1 sorcery.
Facts.
That stretch before 120, even in 120, Nanami's like, he's a level. He's like Bleach to me. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare that nigga to nobody. You just put him out to the side. You be like, that nigga up there.
No, but it's just like his character, just even from aesthetic wise, fire ass design, got the fire ass tie. You know, seeing any nigga who cosplays that, you win. But just like his character and how he kind of presents himself, especially like being like in a way a mentor to Yuji, because at this point in the story, Yuji has learned from so many people, and we even talked about this in his tactical ability in battle now. Him taking pieces from all these different senseis, different teachers, and utilizing it in the way that he thinks and the way that he kind of, you know, fights now is very telling. And I feel like Nanami has to be one of the best teachers.
It's number one.
I think it's number one.
Yeah,
I think Babyface Killer will argue that shit too. Because
Yeah.
after Gojo gets sealed, he scaled the building. And who he call? He don't call for nobody else. He don't call for the Supreme Supreme Grade 1 Sorcerer. He don't call for Naobito. He don't call for nobody. Because he like that's who he confides in.
Yeah.
And we had that period before Shibuya of like 19 days. That nigga was training with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the shit that he was doing in Shibuya, he wasn't doing Kyoto.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's Nanami. I think that's his number one. And he calls him Nanami.
Yeah.
And he's like, he wanted to call him Nanami Sensei. He said, I'm not a teacher. He said, it's shit. Nanami.
So who wants to go next? You want to go next? Or
I'll say for Yuta, while he's one of my favorites, reading Volume 0, I always felt like he was like meant to be the MC. I like. And,
I definitely can.
And he said, nah.
You my MC.
And I mean, like, it's a reason he's not though. Like, and Yuji, and I do kind of put Yuji and Sukuna in the same boat slightly, but I mean, two different characters still. But Yuta to me, one OP as fuck, but like the level like of compassion that he had to kind of get over in an instant with Volume 0, even though it was like paced out a little bit differently, like. It's like you come from a place of, all right, you lost your best friend and you got to deal with this being on your conscience at all times until you can learn how to come to terms and just get the curse off you. But then to be thrown into another series of relationships with people where you got to, you know, depend on people got to depend on you, and going through that struggle, and then you bring in Maki, where it's like, I feel like he's probably the only character in the series with a love interest of some sort where
I kind of like them though.
Yeah.
That's a badass couple.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
Especially in the classroom, like that classroom where he like, you know, shows some level of compassion towards Maki, and she don't know how to handle it because everybody been like, oh, you ain't shit because you ain't got cursed energy. But he like, I want to be like you. Like you're resilient. You out here in the trenches and you ain't like us. Yeah. So like having a character like that, and then obviously, like I said, OP with the fucking reverse curse, like it's just different.
So much utility.
Ability to copy curse technique.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Man, oh damn, I was about to spoil some shit.
Nah, we spoiling, so
I mean, we here.
Shit,
people ain't
bro.
even.
What you
Yeah, first
spoiling,
off,
actually?
where you going?
Clarify.
We was in the car on the way here, bro. I was reading, you know.
Oh, you going like now?
You
going like now?
Like this-
Like
162?
160s?
162.
160.
Finish your favorite characters first.
I mean,
Say
it's
eat your
gonna
food.
lead me. It's gonna lead me to it because Megumi, bro, like he was shining, you know, like these past few shit.
Megumi is different. Man.
He's special.
Like what we call it?
Megumi Kaisen.
Megumi Kaisen.
Shit, man.
This is that nigga the MC.
Crazy.
Megumi is special.
Megumi
bro.
is different, bro.
It's like, bro, you know, in the beginning, like he was kind of just like he always has been that nigga. Megumi knows like he's strong and he has power, but he's been like scared or kind of like reserved like with it, you know?
Yeah.
And like throughout the show, like he's just like he sees everybody else growing around him and he wants to like grow and maintain like and keep up with them, but it's like he still's got his own goals and his own motives and shit. I really fuck with Milk, bro, because it's like I got a twin sister, you know?
Oh,
and
word?
Word.
Yeah, so his like whole thing, like trying to like protect his sister and make sure she's straight and shit. Like I resonate with that shit, you know. But on top of that, bro, he like he's that nigga, like bro, like his techniques and shit, bro, like
And
shit,
like about
bro.
like for me, Megumi, because you know everybody give that like whole like Sasuke type comparison where you got your nonchalant character, but Megumi is not even like that.
Yeah.
It's like
That nigga
getting
love Yuji.
That's what I'm saying, but like even though like they all have
they actual friends. Like
Yeah,
he ain't like Sasuke.
yeah, facts. And like their funny
Nigga
moments
not gonna
are
drop you on your head.
facts.
Like, look
Like
in your eyes, like damn, nigga. Fuck
like
you.
it's a reason. It's a reason them niggas didn't find the whole Gojo shit funny. Like when they came back from Kyoto, like nah, nigga, we thought you was dead. Like this not fucking funny.
That shit, bad.
Like and it hits like because then you start. That's honestly where I feel like the tone kind of shifts for those three because it's like they're legit sad as fuck.
We care about you.
Yeah, it's not like
care
oh
about
you
you.
just popped in here. We knew you was gonna die because you got the fingers at some point. So all right, cool. But now it's like damn, we don't know where to go from here. Like we got to go into this whole school event without a piece of us, and then we come in and now we here.
7-year coach.
So like I'll let you take over.
Man, and this is why Nobara is my top one.
Okay,
Because in the story about validation and the story about competence and confidence, she represents all of those things flawlessly. You have Yuji on one end. And I think it's fair to say 4 months in, we're 4 months into the story. The nigga ate Sukuna Finger 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Junpei. Like fucking bro, everybody. The nigga had a baby dream in episode 143 where the nigga woke up and remembered who his pop's mom's
Yeah, it was.
Jen. I can't
Getting
say
clapped.
that. I'm about to say
Hey,
some
man,
shit and
nah,
I'll be like,
say
bro,
it,
I
bro.
can't say it. No, because
Shit.
I'm gonna get it. It's wild. That nigga's gonna have to bleep me out if I say it. But
Pop's getting popped.
I was gonna say, can I say it for real?
Go ahead. I don't care. We
I'm
on the
about to
pod.
get shot. Jen was fucking in Stitch, bro. he was getting brain.
Yeah.
All right, but look, bro.
Hey, look, hold on, wait, because you know
Get
Gege be drawing the fucking
get some dome.
every time he lift that motherfucker, it be all gooey and shit. Like, why you think that nigga 16 cover got the drip coming out?
I don't even know. I don't want to know what that was, bro. All right, but let me reestablish myself and talk about this in a more
Hey,
dignified manner.
really quick though, I could tell me swag bite off of Hoshino.
With the Noah shit?
Yeah, the Noah shit. Yeah,
Bro.
he did slick.
Yeah,
Go on,
look.
you got it.
All right, because especially, and I think that's kind of it might be some insight into the body hopping thing because if you look at Yuji's mom, I want to say it's not Kaori because that was Yuji because it was two women involved, however it went, but her stitches versus Geto stitches versus Noritoshi Kamo stitches, like all them shits is a bit different, but hers look the most Noah out of everybody.
Yeah.
Them shits look like scars.
Yeah, facts.
Whereas, Ghetto shit, real life stitches. But anyway, bro, in a story about competence, confidence, all that type of shit, Nobara is Yuji, 4 months in. Megumi's been in this shit since he was first grade, 7 years old, whatever, right? Nobara been in this shit her whole life. Her curse technique is a technique that was taught to her by her grandmother, right? And we get into this shit in 158 where they talk about it being a model technique that's safe with Jujutsu. She knows her role. When they tested her in the concrete shit, she knew what she was going to do. Yeah. She's not afraid to exercise. She's not afraid to kill. She's not your stereotypical shonen female where she exists as a medic. I don't want her to get nerfed to get brought down to a medic.
Thank you, bro.
That's not her role.
Facts.
She's confident, and because of that, she ties in. Yeah. She's that tie between Yuji and Megumi because both of them is a little bit shaky. Yeah. Megumi don't swing for the fences like Gojo said. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between dying to win and winning by dying. But she's just that nigga, bro.
Yeah, facts.
That's just a real ass nigga. Like she know what she doing. It's no hesitance. It's none of that shit. She crazy as hell. And she hit the swap, went and got Kechizu. It was over. Like
we saw that in the season finale when like
that's what I'm
during
saying.
that part, like when she like
Hairpin.
Black Flash. Both of them using Black Flash.
And like even then, because honestly, that's honestly where I was gonna say we should go ahead and just start from, like Origin of Obedience, because like I feel like that's where you start to, especially for Megumi, that's where you start to see this switch, especially like from here to where we at in 160 now is like you're getting the selfishness now.
That's why that shit was non-negotiable. I was like, nah, we gotta read that shit. We gotta read it.
There's no question about how big this moment was. Like for him to be like, pop this nigga on the head and be like, yo, I understand the culture that we in right now, especially when you bring Yuji in and he's on this like mission where, I want to have friends that I love and care about be around me when I'm done. But then it's like, you got Gojo on the other hand, like, fuck all that. Nigga, you gonna die alone. So you might as well go ahead and get off
crazy.
now.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do to protect what we're trying to protect here. You know, get that finger for Yuji. If you out, you out. Like, simple as that. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it.
But I still,
Domain. Let's get it.
Now,
My boy, Yaneda.
but I still feel like Yuji, bro. Yuji is still might potentially get that at the end though. I feel like, but I feel like an actual death was surrounded by people, loved ones.
Man, how many more times my nigga gotta die?
No, but I feel
first chapter, first episode,
episode, first time we get you to.
But I think the thing that because Akutami said that whether or not he hasn't found Yuji's ending just yet. I feel like that may be the thing that he's trying to figure out the most, like whether or not that actually happens. Where whether it's a death. Well, we all know Yuji gotta die. I feel like Yuji
that was set up in the beginning.
Yeah,
I
feel
you're
like
at the end of it all.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, you're.
And that's why Shibuya had scared the fuck out of me. Bro, when Jogo put them 10 fingers in that boy mouth, I said, damn, we was just at 5.
That was the
shit. He ran it.
I was like, bro, we only got 5 fingers left.
No, but the crazy thing is, like, when you start off the series, like, okay, they're gonna be a journey, they go find all these fingers, blah, blah, blah. Bro, Ted?
At once?
At once? I was like, oh.
And,
like, bro, the nigga.
And this is one thing, and then we can kind of go into origin. But like about Sukuna, like, I know everybody knows like how much I fuck with Sukuna, but it's like, that moment in Shibuya kind of let me know this not about to be no Naruto Kurama shit. Like, this is not about to be no, all right, your energy is my energy. Like, I'm going to control you. I'm going to make you compassionate one day. Like, nah, this nigga be sitting off in the corner. He be watching like.
I might want to tight as hell. Yeah. I think he tight because like the nigga knew he made that vow with Kenjaku way back when. He like, bro, out of all the niggas you could have gave me, this nigga want to be a Jujutsu sorcerer. Like come on, bro.
You got these moments like, and not only is it for Yuji though, it's everybody. Like, yo, Megumi go and exercise some shit. He like, good. Like, or like the original obedience shit. He after he popped the incomplete domain, he literally smiles and it's like, okay, all right, good. Like you coming along, like,
and then flawlessly with the whole Dagon shit. And we gon' man, I wish we had more time.
I mean, like I said,
we can go, bro.
We can
go. Honestly,
Gojo and
dog.
Toji shit.
This the episode.
Opposites. But bro, when he pops the completed domain, when the fuck did he complete this shit? Bro, he come out and put a whole in a special grade who was once a cursed womb, now can damn near be one of the strongest out of the disaster curses, cursed family and shit. Bro, like Megumi over there holding his own, building that hole, backing him into a corner. And we're not even gonna talk about how Toji and it's just so beautiful. That's why I was trying to find that shit, because Toji rises from the bottom, drawn descending into the clouds.
Oh yeah, have that
about to say? Because I do want to ask a question.
I think it's 111.
111. Okay, I'll pull it up on.
Because he's like, he like,
I bet that
they trying to get out or whatever.
They're trying to get out the domain,
and then
he pull up in the domain.
Nani?
Yo, and that shit about killed me, bro. When he took Playful Cloud, the only curse tool that's not imbued with the curse technique.
Maki was like,
the only nigga. Maki said, "Damn, that's me."
But like, and that's the crazy thing. Like when y'all said that in the book club that day, like she was like, "This is what I'm supposed to be."
She was like "Fuck." I'm not doing this. I'm not living right.
Let me ask you this though, on the fly kind of type. So we got Sukuna, Kenjaku, Toji, you got Hanami, Daigon, Mahito. Who do y'all feel like is the most impactful? I like, and not in a sense of the story, because obviously it's like Kenjaku for like planning all of this out. But as far as being in the series itself, when it comes to being a villain, who holds the most weight out of that group?
I know, bro. I'm with bro. I'm like, bro.
I mean, look. I mean, like Sukuna not even
I mean,
That nigga not even a for real
Yeah.
antag.
Not yet.
Kenjaku don't become an antag until you learn the nigga Kenjaku. You think he Geto for half the time.
Yeah.
And then Geto has this whole noble pursuit. So really the real answer here is Tengen. No, I'm playing.
But hey,
Watch Tengen end up being like final boss or some shit. Because the nigga is he's the progenitor of cursed energy.
Yeah.
Nigga live at the bottom of a big ass tree. And then you got the whole thing where it's like, if he's seen, because it's like the whole mystery shit. I seen some shit on Twitter, but it's like the whole smoke and mirrors hiding behind shit. Tengen's barriers work more powerfully if he's not seen. He's opposed by the Six Eyes. If Gojo's around that nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, I don't know. But then you got Yuki, who damn well could become an antagonist. I don't know. Bro, matter of fact, I don't know if y'all be reading the scans. I already know that. But y'all know in the scans where it be having the joint where it's like Toto, he making that dumbass face and it's Yuji next to him. Bro, in the back by the tree, is Toto getting shot.
Yeah.
I never had realized that shit. Is that how the nigga got the scar?
so that's what. So recently, I think I know what you talking about because
Bro,
I
the
might have
nigga
seen it
head
from because he's like
He got
head
popped,
back
bro.
for real. So honestly, people have been speculating that that's how that scar came about. I'm interested to see about that scar and like
I want to see more Toto, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, especially now.
Bro,
to be honest,
bro,
like
we alone are the exception. We are.
Yeah.
I'm about to
that
read all that shit.
that panel was different. Shit. Talk about all this shit make me want to go ahead and get into our predictions, bro. Like
Oh yeah, facts. I do want to ask really quick. This is just something that was on my mind since we were talking about Sukuna. What do you think Sukuna's plan for Megumi is?
sometimes it's a lot, man. My first instance is like, okay, it's more so on the like, you know, thinking about a surface level at first. It's like, okay, you prepping this nigga so that way at the end you get somebody powerful to fight. Because you know that's one of his main things. Like, if you're not worth my time, I'm just gonna wash you right here or whatever. But like, even with the Jogo shit, I felt like he understood Jogo's power, but he was like, you don't get it yet. So like, I'm gonna teach you right now that you not up here, but I'm gonna get you there and I'm taking you out.
The thing that's crazy, and I don't want to spoil this for Hell's Paradise. By the way, Hell's Paradise is getting animated. Mappa.
Mappa?
Yeah,
Yeah, that you didn't see that?
crazy.
But it's
Bro.
they living in the sunken world right now, bro.
Yeah.
They got the announcement, but they don't got no news about what's happening.
And it's
It's
just
like,
like,
nigga, you getting anime someday.
You get facts. And apparently they got a whole new team. Like they got a whole new team of people, which apparently JJK is getting a whole new team, animation team as well.
Scared.
Which is scary.
Well, we'll see. Well, like I said, we'll see for the movie because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're working on the thing. But I'll say this real quick, and then we can go back. There's a scene with Gabby Maru where, damn, I don't want to spoil it, but like he literally does
Spoil
this.
that shit.
He literally does the same thing, where like he teaches them what they did wrong and takes them out after he did.
Oh,
You
you
know-
talking about on the roof?
Yes.
Yeah.
With those, yo, he tells him, nah, I don't, oh man, I was
nigga cold,
But
yo,
I mean,
that
it's the same
nigga
thing
is
as far
fire.
as yeah, but it's the same thing with the Sakuna shit. Like when it came to that fight, for me, like the whole, like it was like, okay, like obviously, and like I said before, I don't know, like one of the phrases I actually use to my clients is that the stand proud, you're strong. Cause at the end of the day, no matter what your weaknesses are, that don't define you. So like in that instance, bro, you're the volcano curse. You're a disaster curse. Like, realize how strong you are. Like, let's have this fucking firepower battle.
I find that dope.
Like,
I find that
yeah,
crazy. Like, especially that, like that.
Niggas turned into Akainu versus Ace.
like, let's have a fucking nigga really said, let's have a shootout.
My fire, boy. Let me see.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do this. Like, let's have a shootout.
Let me show you this shit, man. So the big Toto moment, you know, Yuji's sitting there in despair after Nobara, and then Toto comes, pulls, and what he says is, damn, I should have put out the whole shit, but the sound of the Gyeon Shoja bells echoes the impermanence of all things. The color of the solid flowers reveals the truth that the prosperous must decline. However, we are the exception. So the full quote goes, the proud does not prevail for long, but vanishes like a spring night's dream. In the night too succumbs. All are dust before the wind. So that part I just read, that's what he replaced with we are the exception. So the impermanence of all things, the color fades, all that type of shit. we are the exception. Like basically all things end or all things weaken, all things lose, but us. Toto, bro,
Toto's
Toto's
different.
fucking bro. He's crazy. So but the interesting part about it is, as he kind of does that, he also kind of explores the idea of we're not dust, but the niggas like we are dust. You know, like dust gets in the wind, it gets blown. This shit's gonna happen to us too, but we're still the exception.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, bro, that nigga Toto just raw.
Facts.
Yeah, I remember one of my, because I actually started with, I started like right before when they were fighting Ahanami. That's when I first started Jujutsu. And the thing that kind of made that crazy was I remember one of the cover panels where they had Yuji and Toto in their school uniforms kind of looking at each other like on some shit. That was really kind of what got me. Because I had one of my homies, he kind of got into Twitter. On Twitter, he was one who like was posting Jujutsu when it wasn't really popping. But like once that shit happened, and then like I kind of like, you know, fragmentally got into it. But the thing about Toto that I really like is, like I said, that even like the best friendo, like best friendos, like shit.
Besto friendo.
Like the thing about it, like Toto feels like, and this kind of goes back to what I was saying about Nanami. Like Yuji right now, I feel like is slowly but surely, you're seeing all these people being in his life for a reason, for whether it be for a lesson or whether it be for a certain role that they play a little bit later on in Yuji's life. And it's kind of crazy because I feel like the more that this kind of happens, the more that Yuji's going to come to the realization that, I know I'm going to die, but these are the people that I'll be leaving behind. These are the people that, I may never see them again because of the Jujutsu world and how it is.
And it's like, it's interesting you say that because, what is it? 106, chapter 106 in a fight with Choso. That's when the nigga goes, I don't have to be the one to save Gojo.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And why is he saying that? He has all of his classmates kind of in his head. And then after that fight, he runs out. And y'all remember, it was like 1,000 fucking transfigured humans sitting there.
Oh, is it Onamaki?
Yeah. And then he's like, bro, how am I going to save all these people? Like, do I just run by them? And here come my nigga Inumaki, you know what I'm saying? My boy talking with the peace sign. And all he used to say is like, don't move to some shit. Saves thousands of people. Like, so it's like he starts to realize, he starts, and that's where the I'm just a cog kind of goes. This is like, this is my role. I can't do that, but he can.
Yeah, exactly.
He got fucked up. Bro was beating his ass, bro. I was like,
Choso?
Akari and Choso. Everybody.
But like,
he be getting fucked up.
You just be getting fucked up.
But I think in all of those moments, though, that's where Yuji has all of his realizations, though, is that even though I'm on a spiral right now to where it can all get ended, it's like he has the opposing side has their little visions and their weird shit that goes on that we got our speculations about. But Yuji also has his mental changed where it's like, I'm doing this for the greater good of the Jujutsu world, but I'm also doing this for humans.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, I feel like everybody else was, brung into this. I feel like I was the only one that made my choice as a human to become here, when in all reality, that's not the case.
Facts. Big facts.
It's like we don't know that facts. But I mean, we got all of these moments though. That's what I'm saying.
Imagine being the first nigga on the team, like a couple chapters in, like, bro, what if that nigga didn't choose these?
Yeah, facts. And even saying that though, you go back to the first chapter, first episode, when Yuji first runs past Megumi before he even eats the finger, Megumi senses the cursed energy before he even does that.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what you just kind of made me think of? I don't know why I thought of this.
Wait, in the first episode?
Yeah.
So,
but think about this though. In the box, right?
He
He didn't have the finger, but he had the box, right? But even before that, when they pass each other, he don't have the shit. But like, it's kind of interesting because he is the vessel for Sukuna's finger, but the actual vessel for Sukuna's finger was also emanating so much cursed energy that
yeah.
So it was like, damn, you just made me think of that shit. That nigga is the casing.
Yeah,
Exactly. So it's kind of like, and which goes into 159, 160. thank you for taking care of my son.
Yeah.
Like
160.
160.
Bro,
Yo, when that
160
gets
had my
animated,
head
bro.
spinning,
Oh my God. Like, and you want to know the wildest part about that, bro? Literally the week before that, after the book club, when we all sitting in the spoiler chat, what this nigga asked, bro? Hey, yo, y'all know what happened? What happened to the school, his schoolmates
No, I
from the
asked that on
occult
battle,
club?
remember?
Yeah, and then
Like
here
the
come
occult- okay,
Iguchi,
yeah.
here comes
Yeah, I remember,
Sasaki.
yeah.
It was like, where the occult club at? And then boom.
160
Yeah.
is
Right
so
there.
hard, bro. 160,
Like-
160 is validating me.
Facts.
Bro,
No cap.
I just love cause niggas on Twitter be so harsh, bro.
Yo, for
You say
real.
some shit and they be like, bro, that could never be the case, bro. Da, da, da. And then the shit happen, I be like,
And like it's like the more you sit
I can
and-
read.
the more people that deny that it's not a thing, bro, it's a thing.
But it's just certain shit. And it's like, bro, the liminal space between a dream and reality is a curse. Nigga, what exists between dream and reality? Just think about the shit that we experience, the experiences that we call upon that aren't tangible. Nigga, memories.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I ain't gonna get on to fuck it. Man,
Light bulb.
memories,
Light bulb.
bro.
Boom.
Memories, right? That's the whole biggest thing. Remember the memory manipulation shit.
Yeah.
And this, and I presented this to book club, but this is kind of my take on shit. I always thought Yuji was being protected. I mean, it's clear he's being protected. That's why that shit happens. It happens in moments where he's gonna die. Like death is imminent. And it can be explained a bit by the cursed womb thing with Yuji being Kenjaku's son and Choso being Kenjaku's son, Noritoshi Kamo's son, and then the 9 cursed wombs, Yuji being the 10th, the full term pregnancy shit, all that. But then like you take it a step, you take it another direction, and it's like, damn, this nigga's Sukuna's vessel, Sukuna, the king of the curses. And if he's as special as he is presented to be, and it's like, sometimes Yuji doesn't seem like he's the most special person in the thing, which is a high for me. That's kind of why I like the show. Fuck it. But Yuji's memory manipulation, I think binding vows are probably the most important thing in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Outside of just some other shit, that's like my hook, line, and sinker. That's where I was like, wow, binding vows. There's a lot of shit you can do with that from chapter 11, and how it was explained to Yuji of what's the word that the nigga gonna say? Damn, I don't forgot. In chain.
In chain,
And
yeah.
if he says in chain, how shit gonna happen? Whatever. But personally, just to break it down in the most simple terms, and the most concise, because I'm kind of rambling, but Kenjaku had Yuji. To protect Yuji, he put either a binding vow, some sort of heavenly restriction kind of shit with him, so that if he was in those near-death situations, to protect him as Sukuna's vessel until Sukuna manifests or whatever the conditions may be, the attacker would have their memories manipulated. And what's happening right now and what we're seeing is Kenjaku exists and manipulates that space between dream and reality.
So you think that's Yuji's, like that was incorporated into Yuji's birth as far as like how
Every human has a certain amount of cursed energy. You know what I'm saying? So there's shit you can do. That's why curses can latch onto you unless you Toji's in it, Maki's in it type shit. But if you have that, whatever it is, whatever it may be, you're liable to be put into a binding vow. You feel me? So it's like, if Yuji's born, if the nigga was around to birth that vessel, especially if it came from his own body type shit, if that's really his mother, however it go. But
so wow, that's just crazy, bro. Like,
but that liminal space between the dream and reality, bro. We just saw that nigga walk somebody through a dream.
yeah,
What did he call the world? Again.
I don't know, purgatory?
She
I
was
don't know.
like, am I dreaming or something like that?
He said no, you're in the world of something. I can't remember what it was.
It was 160, right?
Yeah, 160.
But you brought, as soon as you done, you brought something to life talking about the vessel.
Shit, I just think it was Kenjaku's plan to protect the vessel. That's what the memory manipulation might be reduced to.
So do you think the first time that Sukuna actually saved, because technically he saved Yuji's life, do you think that was
An exception?
well, yeah.
And the reason I'll say it's an exception is because that was a pure curse. The other two times, half human within Choso and full human within Todo.
Okay.
So it's like, unless Todo's a damn curse womb too that we don't know about, then I think it manipulates that human memory. because curses have memories, but I don't know how far back their memories go, because then again, we have Mahito, who's a year old, but he's the human curse. He can't be the first human curse. And we know about the wasteland 100 years from now where they'll all reconvene and be reborn. But, like, Mahito hasn't expressed anything. Or, like, chapter 53 of Chainsaw, where the angel nigga's like, I've pulled Chainsaw's cord before. The sound is the same as that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where he has those sort of memories. Mahito doesn't recall anything post being born. Jogo doesn't talk about anything post being born. And Jogo is the oldest out of the disaster cursed family. So it's like, I don't know what that cycle looks like for them, but curses don't have those same memories that humans do.
You got it? You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, well, that's the chapter. I want to ask real quick, especially with that chapter.
Unless it's just with the scans.
That it might just, because that is the scan.
I be believing the scans though.
Yeah.
I be taking them both into account.
But that's really really interesting. Like, especially like, I guess, see, that's the thing. Like, when I read, like, I take things for face value, but I don't really like dive deep into like previous things. But I'll say another thing that I kind of want to ask, and then I feel like the best way to structure this is we'll kind of go arc to arc, see if we can kind of have certain.
Before you get there, and before I don't see
the world of ham.
Yeah, I don't see. I'm a. Can you pull up Manga C for me?
Manga C.
Manga C. MangaC123.com. I'm trying not to get my plug out. We're gonna have to bleep that. That's my I'm gonna be honest. That's probably my favorite manga site. Shout out Black Swordsman.
Yeah, shout out damn Luke. Actually, never mind. Fuck the gray man.
He's gonna call you a Ute when he listens to this.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Bro, in it.
But yeah, I do want to ask. So I did have two questions that I wanted to ask. One was,
can I answer yours real quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I did want to just look at this. So
that chapter's so clean.
Damn, they replaced it with the fucking "Am I dreaming?" The space between dream and reality is yeah. That's all it said. I could have sworn it was like it was a specific name.
That's what you were talking about. Yeah. In the scans, is the space between dream and reality is the cursed realm.
Yeah.
So we were like, damn, he's introducing. Like, how you gonna drop a whole new joint on us? But to limit it to a curse kind of brings it back locally to being a curse technique. Presenting it as the cursed realm is like, who else has access to this domain?
Yeah.
Who else can? Is this a Tengen joint? You know what I'm saying? Can Tengen get into the cursed realm?
So really quick, I know, I know Nick mentioned this before as far as a theory, and then I guess we can kind of move on to like certain theories and certain other predictions. I know that you said like once somebody dies, they say it's a curse.
It's a curse, yeah.
So I want to kind of go into depth on what could that mean. Yeah,
words.
So what could that mean as far as now? Our prediction was that was so you don't turn to a vengeful spirit.
So yeah, and that was my first initial where it was like, okay, so you have a point where like Gojo, because I was like, I knew it happened in Volume 0, but it never. I don't know why it didn't click later on that it was Gojo and
fucking Volume 0. Volume 0, damn near should be illegal.
Yo, facts, because like it's so many moments that like. Because when we went back, I was like, damn, I really forgot that happened.
Like, you can read 1 through 12, and you're not going to get all the information that Volume 0 going to give you. Volume 0 just be hitting that shit, and you be like, bro, the first time they meet, weak curses gather. And it's like, damn, weak people gather. Damn, that's true for... And then she's like, it's true for... And it's like, bro, it's some shit that's kind of suggested, but Volume 0 is what Library of Ohara is to Oda. I know Oda be like, damn, bro, let me tell my story, bro.
But as far as that goes, because I'm trying to think what was the first instance for me. Because it started with...
I got you. It's chapter 1. Remember chapter 1? We talked about it.
Bring me back, bro.
Remember when we talked about it? We talked about Yuji's grandpa.
Yeah, okay.
And then when Yuji goes to save Megumi, I got to curse myself of his last words. Remember that shit?
Exactly. And then I do know... So Nanami shit was the one that kind of like twisted my brain on it a little bit. Or not Yaga, Principal Yaga was first.
Principal Yaga.
When he first brought that up and was like, when Ganja Guki, whatever. that nigga name be fucking me up, bro. Isn't it confirmed, by the way? So when he asked him, you know, when they was asking for the information about the cursed corpse, and Principal Yaga wasn't relaying that information, and, you know, he asked him at the end, why didn't you say this earlier? And he says, because it's a curse. And in that moment, that's when it clicked to me that we've had 3 other instances of that, of a last word mentioning a curse.
And you do, I remember that episode, you also mentioned that the old man, he was shocked after you.
Yeah.
That, right?
And
this is why I was so happy to be a part of that Discord. Because when I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I was like, we need to talk about this shit, man.
yeah. And I'm like, damn, okay, so does that mean when Nanami's talking to Haibara before he's gone, he's like, nah, I'm not gonna say that. He's like, he don't need to hear that. So he's like, okay, I'm leaving this up to you. So, and in those instances, it just kind of make you wonder, like, first off, what the hell did Haibara want him to say?
Yeah.
And even in that reality,
It'll only become a curse for him.
Exactly. And he's like, I can't say that. And you got Geto for Gojo, you could at least curse me in the end. And it's like, what is this intricacy that you're telling me for my final words where I walk away and I'm like, I'm so, like, okay, Gojo's instance. Gojo walked away with this, like, pure sadness on him, and Yuta and everybody's like, where have you been? And he was just like, I just got here. Like, he doesn't relay that information. Same thing for, like you said, what's my man's name?
Gaku Ganji.
Gaku Ganji. Yeah. Like you said, he had that shocked face where he's like, damn, you could have just told me and this could have been avoided. Yeah. And it's like, nah. And that's where there's 2 things that come into play for me. That's where binding vows come in, because I feel like,
that's what I think it is as well.
Yeah.
Are these, like, for, especially in Yaga's case, was it a binding vow for you not to say anything? Geto, before, you know, his tragedy happened, was it a binding vow as far as the Jujutsu world is the school itself for you to not curse your classmates, your students? Like, what is going on here that you can't tell me certain things? Yeah. What is Haibara coming down to? And I feel like we gonna end up getting something later down the line on some
crazy shit.
On some Toji shit.
Like, so, bro, what other series got this, bro?
Facts.
We're here talking about little shit like this.
Facts.
But just like you said that before, that going back to what you said about the grandpa, so you believe that a binding vow prevented the grandpa from actually telling, you know, Yuji? Because I feel like
I like the way you explained it that one time when you were like, I think it's a binding vow on one spirit. Because if you, like, with Geto specifically, and just going off of that occurrence and then the occurrence in the first volume or the first chapter, where Geto is the one who's supposed to say the last words. And Goto's like, you could at least curse me in the end. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what did you do to your spirit? Like, why didn't, like, you didn't, is it to protect yourself? Because look what happens to that bozo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That nigga becomes somebody puppet, like real life. And then it's like, with Yuji, we can kind of see a different end of that. We don't, I mean, there's a lot of speculation about Yuji's grandfather's involvement within Jujutsu. What does he know? What doesn't he know? Yeah. But saying that he knows anything, if he were to leave those last words and for Yuji to kind of, I've got a curse of my own. You know what I'm saying? And for it to compel him to take action as well. If Nami's last words, what that does to Yuji, and what Nami's last words could have been, and what that could have done to Yuji. So it's like, there's just examples there. And then you have fucking Maki and Mai.
Yeah.
Where it's like, bro, destroy everything.
Like,
and I mean everything. And then she can't stop. Bro, she hunted down. Man, she hunted down niggas who wasn't there.
Yo, that was really like, job not done.
When they put that in the corner,
the job not done.
I'm like, you mean to tell me not only did she wipe out the niggas in Japan, but she went looking for other niggas that weren't in the house.
Bro,
like,
she was like, what niggas at, man?
She was just like, all right, fuck it. It's only going to be 2 of us left.
Hell
like,
Megumi, because your last name not Zenin.
Exactly. But honestly, back to the grandfather for me, it's honestly, like you say, that first chapter, but it's also 137. It's also when his grandfather's trying to get his pops away from
From Kenjaku.
Kenjaku mom. Like
What the fuck?
because in that moment it's like,
Kenjaku wife.
what is he insisting here? Why? And then why are you telling me I need to get away? Why are you telling me? And these are the things. And there's a few things that I notice here. One, his grandfather resembles Sukuna in a way.
That's what. Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I've always kind of noticed it with the hair, but if you really pay attention to that panel, facial structure, hairline, like all of that shit kind of goes.
Both them niggas ugly. Yeah,
Facts.
right.
That's what I'm saying. Like it goes to that same. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This
staring
entire
at, bro.
episode, I've been staring at this shit, bro, because I'm like, this shit is just fucking beautiful. But like, it's something there that you're like, yo, make sure you die around, like something. Yeah, like so you got there, but even when you get to the chapter, like
That's just the wiki though.
yeah, that's just like
That's just how he
I
looks.
know he
So
had a
even-
first name, bro.
Yeah.
Be
I
keeping
ain't
it band
either.
with you. I know his name was Wasuke.
Wow. Wasuke. Wasuke.
That's why I fuck with the wiki sometime though. They show their appearances.
We could be fucking up though.
Nah, they be fucking up big time. They be like, first introduction to the story is here. I be like, no the fuck it is not. They just
Like,
mention
bruh.
his name.
But anybody
they-
can put anything.
It really had some shit. Fuck. All right, this is one of them examples. When them when them volume 17 extra pages came out, I had been trying to tell niggas that Toji dad was the head of the clan. That's kind of how my assumptions. Some of the things that fell into that, what factored in was Megumi became the head of the clan for what reason?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Succession. That's how shit works.
Yeah.
They were like, nah, Junichi is Toji's dad. Or Toji's Junichi's dad. I was like, bro, them niggas is not. No. I was like, nah, if anything, that's his brother.
Yeah.
And, I was provided that. Thank you, Gege. Thank you. I appreciate that. Niggas is really acting like I can't read. I was like, bro, is you dead ass?
No, but even like the Naoya stuff, like his involvement, especially with Maki. I think Maki's mother and stuff like that. Like I actually did like kind of like. Only thing is, I think Naoya could have had a way bigger role.
But that's why I feel like
That's
his
2 to 3
term
years.
now, because these are the things. So, like we talked about with the beheaded theory,
Yeah.
in order for somebody in the Jujutsu world to truly be dead, you have to behead them. There's a reason Geto's still alive. Now, and
Nanami's still alive.
That nigga,
that
he got his
he
whole
got
top
his whole
blew off.
not even just blown off. He got burned. That man really touched his soul and got him up out of here. Oh my gosh. Pause.
I see
Nah, I won't think about that. I was just thinking about them. Like,
Fact, yeah.
That shit was fun,
But I
bro.
told you, my man was out, but he went out savagely. He went out Harvey Dent.
oh, of course.
Like he was,
Harvey Dent.
he went out Harvey Dent for real.
That's a real nigga, man. Realest nigga in the Jujutsu.
Y'all
But
think
like-
Toji was fucking in Stitch too?
I mean, and we gonna
Like,
keep it a beam, bro.
Bro, who was Sumiki's mom, bro?
So okay, all right. Whoa,
Sumiki,
yeah,
though?
facts. Hey, relax.
Who was Sumiki's mom? Kenjaku done had a hand in every pot, nigga. I think Toji was fucking. He ran off with that toxic ass.
Hey, relax. He future out here with it.
Bruh,
I definitely,
that's really
but
true, bro. Oh,
the thing
Who
is
the
though,
fuck is Sumiki's mom?
Bro,
Sumiki,
what?
bro.
I've been asking that
Sumiki's
question
mom
for
is
a
why
long time,
Toji
bro.
ran away from
Exactly.
nigga,
Yeah.
left that nigga behind,
bro.
bro.
Like, bruh, that makes hella sense. Like,
and
damn.
the other thing is too though, like this nigga Kenjaku apparently telling he got thousands of these vessels.
Facts.
Like, so you telling me you out here just popping seeds?
Because the nigga was making vows. He was
Yeah.
making these vows for 1,000 years,
bro.
That shit is crazy.
And like
Damn, he.
to that theory is like, bro, now you only got a knife to the back. Now you got a cover. Now you went out a way we did not think was gonna happen. Why her moms want to go out? First off,
And you can't kill if you don't kill a sorcerer with a cursed tool, you don't finish the soul.
Yeah.
That nigga got killed with a kitchen knife.
and I'm gonna be honest,
That's sashimi.
since that Zenin arc, that's how it ended. We ain't seen we haven't seen the scene.
Yeah.
Like there was no aftermath of
You ain't seen Maki.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like the only information we have right at this moment is where people are. Like we know the districts, we know every single part of the Cullen Game realm that everybody's in, but it's like, where are you truly? So I personally think Naoya is gonna come back as either a vengeful spirit, or he just gonna be knife in the back walking around
Popping up.
like,
Yo, what's up?
What's good? You thought I was out of here.
Now, but the thing about it, like now, yeah, just him as a character. I mean, obviously he's a misogynist. You know what I mean, we already kind of come to that conclusion.
But he's like we always say, Naoya is what Megumi would have been as a Zenin.
Exactly.
Like-
exactly. Now here's my thing. So as far as with the Sumiki stuff that you were saying, stuff like that, I got a quick question as far as like Toji and like his involvement as far as everything. I feel like Toji and his role, I guess, or his uninvolvement now since he's deceased technically.
That nigga never
Nah,
gonna
he
leave the
not.
story.
No,
bro.
but no, but
He's
that's the
never
thing,
leaving, bro. Everybody loves him too much.
No,
Yeah,
but
and shout out my nigga Jay, bro, for saying that nigga had me crying when he said, "Yo, Jay was fucking the Stitch."
no, but just like Toji as a character himself, like he's played a major role into, especially in Shibuya, even like even the
Post Shibuya.
yeah, post Shibuya with the Maki stuff.
Before that, like even with the Tengen shit, when he's talking about the creation of the Colon games and whatnot, and he's talking about the plan that Kenjaku has had, he's like 11 years ago, or why am I saying 11 years ago? Whatever the
100. I think it was you talking about Megumi shit, or
what was it, 12 years ago? But I'm like the niggas Megumi. I guess it was. I guess Megumi was alive. I'm tripping because that's why he was recalled as in it and not for Shigeru. But like 11 years ago, the one who was truly free busted all this shit up. Told you fucked the whole game up, bro.
Yeah.
And we got that shit between Shibuya and Perfect Preparation. He's never he's here. Nah, he's never gonna end.
No, but my question is, especially now, like the one question that I have for Akutami, as of right now, why hasn't Megumi had any kind of idea who his father is or the stature of a man that this guy was, considering all this stuff, all like his foot's been in every single pot. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's a part of me that's like he knows to an extent.
I think he knows.
Because one, for him to have a lot of information of the Zenin itself and not want to be a part of it, there's a reason he doesn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So like for him to say, I don't care about being the head of the family, a reason that's just like, I mean, I'm here, so fuck it. I got the title. But like for him to understand that Naoya is out looking for him. He knows the family is coming at some point. I just don't care too much for it. And even in that sense, when in Shibuya, where he goes through his fight and he's like, when he asked him that, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that's when it probably clicked to him. He was like, "What's your name?" And he was like, "Not Zenin. Good for you." Let it right. And he's like,
"Damn, this nigga look like me."
Yeah, like he probably like looked on the ground like, "Shit, nigga, what?" So I feel like he has some speculation of like who his dad is, especially like, and if he doesn't, I feel like there's a point where Gojo will at least like be like,
They said Gojo gonna tell him.
Yeah.
It was in an interview.
But
I think it's gonna be since we all caught up with Bleach spoilers super quick. But I honestly don't know if it's a spoiler. It might be an anime. I don't remember. But when Ishin comes back and he tries to talk to Ichigo about his mom. It's in the anime, right?
Yeah.
He tries to talk to Ichigo about his mom. But he's doing it while this nigga Ichigo fighting again.
Yeah.
He's like, "Dad, later. Like, nigga, whatever it is, I trust that you did the right thing. We're gonna talk about this shit later. Fuck it." I feel like it's gonna be the same shit with Gojo and Megumi. He's gonna be like, "Bro, whatever. That nigga left. Whatever happened, what happened. I'm here now. I gotta do what I gotta do now." Type shit. So it's gonna be cool.
But that's like
Ooh,
also part of his
just-
like development too.
Yeah, I think it is too. But a couple like random ass shits. Let me see if I can just drop some heat on y'all real quick.
I do want to say this too. And I wanted to answer this whenever you asked about Sukuna's plan for Megumi.
Yeah.
This goes into the Secret Powers video.
Facts.
So like it's pretty much known at this point that Megumi is the sole provider of every single Shikigami. If you pay attention, every Shikigami has some type of sacred tool labeled on them. So
I think we on one accord. That's the shit I'm looking up right
yeah.
Wait, so you mean like the
you
divine
got
dogs
Divine
have
Dog,
have the little mark on them?
Mahoraga, like everybody has some type of some type of sacred tool within within their Shikigami body. Nue, Max Elephant, everybody has something.
Have we seen all the shadows? I think no, we haven't.
There's 10, right?
Yeah,
There's 10, and
We've only
Megumi
seen
has
6.
7.
Ooh, did I give y'all? I gave y'all the heat on Did I give y'all the heat on hidden inventory?
So, but that's what I'm talking. That's what I was,
trade?
yeah. So,
Okay,
we did. We talked about it. We haven't talked about it yet on here though.
Okay,
So
okay.
we can kind of go into that after this too. But there's a theory at hand that there's one. I can't remember the name of it, but one of the sacred tools involve. It's like it's represented as a mirror, and within that mirror, what that's supposed to do is whenever a vessel at hand looks into that mirror, it can basically it's something where a vessel can be removed from a body and become its own prevalent vessel within the story. So that's where one of the theories comes in, that this is what Sukuna is prepping Megumi for. That for him to he's overseeing all of his fights, all of his just well-being in the story, where he's like, when you get this last one, I got plans for that.
Enchant me.
Yeah. And as soon as that happen, boom, we gonna fight. You gonna bring this Shikigami out, and I'm gonna use it to my advantage. Yeah. And then me and Yuji, boom. And I've never kind of thought about a split Sukuna Yuji, but the thing about it is like,
What that nigga even want to be alive for though?
exactly
What the fuck? All these niggas coming back from 1,000 years ago, like, bro, what's happening in Japan that you need to be a part of right now?
And it goes back to 136. You hear that, Sukuna? The world of he's like the Jujutsu world. He was like, the world of curses is among us.
Bro,
The world of
136 gotta be
Hein.
my favorite chapter.
Like, bruh, all of it, like, bro, the stretch from all of that is just insane. You go from that into 137 where Yuta comes back. You go to like all of that.
You get the 143 shit.
So that's what you believe that Sukuna's plan is for Megumi. That actually would make sense, because I feel like now you guys don't think there'll be like a Megumi Yuji like conflict.
Yeah,
It could.
I mean,
it's gonna happen.
I mean,
it's definitely gonna happen.
I think
At some point.
What's gonna trigger?
I don't think it'll be. I don't think it might. You might get another Sukuna Megumi.
I think
I don't
it'll
think
be
you're gonna get a Yuji Megumi, because although them niggas conflict, they don't conflict like.
to the point where
And it's not even really a conflict. It's just a difference in opinion.
Yeah.
It's like a conflict. Like conflict is like a.
it's like
You know
you
what I'm saying?
like you like
Opposing sides.
disagreeing
Them
with your
niggas is
own.
over here. Like,
Yeah.
they just not going to collide.
But as you
I think
see
it's gonna
more and
happen in
more,
the Cullen game.
You said what?
I think it's gonna happen.
See,
in the Cullen game.
I be saying
But-
in game, Megumi gonna kill Yuji.
Yeah.
no. So
That my fault to cut you off.
Oh, no, go ahead.
In my opinion, like, I feel like that makes more sense, because at least in the Cullen game, from what it seems like right now, everybody still have a mind of their own.
Yeah.
Like, whatever I want to do at this point is what I want to do. Now it's like, if it comes down to some shit where it's like, all right, in order for me to put this rule into play, I gotta take somebody else out, and the only person left here is Yuji. I gotta do what I gotta do type thing, and that's where a conflict can arise.
They was worried. He was worried that they was in the same spot and the same colony. Whenever like
Yeah.
that they was first introduced, you know.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, like everybody, you know, fucking Hikari went to one shit, fucking Yudu went to one shit, fucking everybody like spread out, but it's like they trying to like spread out their fucking powers
Yeah.
and shit, but not like
But-
they in the same one, you know. That is kind of sus.
And a lot of
Megumi like, yo, stop treating me like I'm a bitch.
and that kind of let me know. And too, like when we first get that introduction in the Cullen game, it's like the plan all along was only intact because Yuji was there.
Facts.
You take Yuji out the picture, everybody else is like, I have no problem taking you niggas out to make my shit come true.
facts.
So like, but then you get into, but I also feel like this is where his cog mindset will still click in, but he gonna still realize, like he did in the most recent chat, it's like, I'm Dolo. In order to get where I need to go, I gotta find this person. Until I find this person, fuck it, I gotta watch a nigga if you threatening my life. But I feel like it's just a different type of dude. Like Megumi on some, if you lying, if you telling me to, if you
nigga
not
said-
telling the truth, I
nigga
will
said-
end your life.
I don't mind under the 100 points myself.
Nigga said, I'm not Yuji. Like,
Yo, that shit so
disrespectful.
I don't mind it.
Like,
all the smoke.
Behind him too,
Bro,
like
crazy.
No, but here's my thing. Do you feel like, and I feel like Akutami's doing this on purpose. I feel like Megumi is falling a little bit more and more into the same kind of footsteps as his father. Like, and you kind of see that with him being more, because like, even I wouldn't say necessarily that Megumi is holding on to like how humans are, because like even that little conversation he had with Yuji where, you know, he kind of explained to him, like, you know, they're sorcerers. There's certain things that have to be done in order for you to save people's, like, individuals' lives, this, that, and the third. But I feel like more and more we get into the story, you kind of see, like, I'm not saying Megumi's becoming unhinged, but he's coming more and more, I feel like his father. I mean, even in the recent panels where we saw the Pharaoh background of him, same way as Maki, same way as Toji. So, I don't know. I want to what do you guys think about that?
I think for Toji, at least, I feel like Toji was. Give me 1 second.
I do kind of want to get into just a bit is regarding a bit of the lore surrounding Toji. So we talked a bit about Journey to the West, and to kind of familiarize those of you who aren't familiar with the story, it is it's regarded as one of the, I forgot the actual legitimate term for it, but basically one of the most important books in Chinese history.
It's is it the Wukong?
Yeah, Sun Wukong.
Yeah,
so Sun Wukong versus Buddha.
Yeah.
You know, he thought he could test God, and basically got smacked.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Toji, with all your blessings, you were all defeated by a monkey like me. So Sun Wukong, for those of you who don't know, is a monkey. He's a monkey god, and he's fast, he's strong, and he opposes the gods. And this is kind of back. A lot of this shit was back pre-Heian, but like with the primordial sea, and that's where the Age of Aquarius shit come from. But like, damn, it's like, bro, when I start talking about this shit, it all kind of start blending in my head. I want to talk about the inverted spirit heaven. Right. I want to talk about all that type of shit. But with the Sun Wukong joint, Toji represents Sun Wukong, Gojo represents Buddha, and in the first half of the fight, Sun Wukong beats Buddha. The nigga think he win. He go and he tries to, because I think it's a challenge, and the challenge is get to the end of, escape from my palm. He goes and leaps over mountains, jumps across damn near the universe, and when he exists at a pillar, he pisses on the pillar. He marks it to kind of like spite Buddha, like, yo, I escaped from your hand, only to find that he was peeing on Buddha's finger, because that's how expansive his joint is. So, and that's represented in how Toji kills Gojo. And then for the second half, Gojo comes back, Buddha comes back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Oh crap, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's where it kind of represents, and you know that's where Goku comes from.
Yeah,
the whole Journey to the West, that type of shit. But the other thing that goes into it is, so Toji's weapon that he uses against Gojo, the one where Gojo says, the weapon, the inverted spear of heaven. What am I trying to say? Where Gojo, when he comes back, he's like, if you stab me in the head with that, or if you beheaded me with that, he says, if you beheaded me, that was your first mistake. And you didn't stab me with a cursed tool in the head. If you did either of those things, maybe I would have died. That was why you lost. He was like, why you lost? The battle's just beginning. Oh, is that so? Oh, you're right. You're so right. Whatever. But so the inverted spear of heaven exists in Japanese culture. There's a monument of the inverted spear of heaven, and kind of what it was. And I really should have done a little bit more refresher before I got here, but I'm gonna try to spit it off the dome, whatever. So Izanagi and and the reason I remember this shit is because it's both Itachi's techniques. You remember when he put Kabuto in that shit, and the Izanagi, and the other one. But those were the two gods when the heavens existed that close to the earth, and you could pass things in between. There was chaos that not even I could control. Kenjaku and, you know what I'm saying, 135, 136. And how that chaos is quelled was the trident of heaven, the inverted spear. So if you look at the inverted spear, it has that main spear and it has a prong that comes off. You can kind of reflect that prong to the other side and create a trident. The trident is the thing that actually exists as the inverted spear of heaven in Japanese culture. So the prong was, that was stuck into that primordial soup, pulled back out, and that's what ended the chaos. So as far as calling game predictions and really just what's going to happen with Gojo, if the thing doesn't go well with Hana Kurusu, the angel who can nullify techniques,
We can't get the black robe back because Gojo ass done burnt that shit up too. Yeah. Everything is Gojo's fault. But
and they make that very prevalent too.
Because Gojo's a failure.
Everything is Gojo's fault.
He's a failure.
Like,
and this shit's so sick. Because it's like you have this story where you have the one most OP broken nigga who can do anything, who can beat Sukuna, and he's a failure. Like
he's trapped.
Yeah,
bro, you don't have many examples of Gojo being successful. Yeah. He didn't protect Rico. He didn't protect Geto. He couldn't protect Yuji.
like he not protecting the Jujutsu
he not
school
protecting
right
himself.
now. Like, yo, facts. Like,
yeah,
he getting caught slipping every single time.
Every single turn. But yeah, so I think that other end of the inverted spirit that wasn't sealed away, that other prong, because the spear is this, but if you reflect it, you got the trident. That shit's existing somewhere. That shit can nullify the back of the prison realm. Okay. Also, the prison realm, bro. The monk Genshin. It's a living realm. And I don't know, the prison realm is just so fucking crazy to me. Because when it opened, you have Gojo looking into an eye. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys have heard of the 5 eyes of Buddha. So there's different eyes that refer to different stages of enlightenment. And as you know, Gojo's whole thing is tied into enlightenment. That's why he was wearing the dragonfly kimono, because dragonflies represent enlightenment and whatnot. But so Gojo's it's kind of assumed that the 6 eyes, his technique, the 5 eyes of Buddha, Gojo being throughout the heaven and earth, he alone is the honored one, right? So there's these parallels between his character and Buddha. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, was that the last eye that he was looking into? Is this period inside of the prison realm, is that going to allow him to reflect upon whatever, and become that true enlightened state of Buddha? And we see it kind of within the Star Plasma Vessel flashback, the hidden inventory, towards the end, where it's like when he's holding Rico in front of the star group, I can't remember the occult group, right? Yeah. But and he's disassociated from everything, because that's kind of what enlightenment entails.
Should we kill them all?
Should we kill them all?
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel a thing if we did. Yeah. And that's kind of what enlightenment entails. It's that detachment. You know, it's one of those things where they say, I want to be happy. You remove the desire, you remove the ego, all you're left with is happiness. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is that how he's going to come out? Because when he looks into the eye, the notable thing is he can see the reflection of his head, but he can't see his face. Mm-hmm. His identity is blocked. So that's going on.
Some Kabuto shit, whatever.
On some crazy shit. Yeah. On some crazy shit. He's looking into the eye. The eye is bleeding. On some left eye, Millennium Earl Allen shit. You know what I'm saying? On some shit like that. Left eye bleeding. And then everyone always thinks he's going to lose an eye. Come out. Who knows? Yeah. Who knows? I personally think Akutami, this is the reason he switched from the Band-Aids to the blindfold. The nigga just be getting lazy. He was like, bro, I ain't drawing both of them shit. So I'm about to cover that bitch up. But I don't know. It could be that. But I do think there's a strong tie between the 6 eyes the 6 eyes and the 5 eyes of Buddha. And I think that 5th eye, that Buddha eye, the enlightenment, that'll be achieved through the prison realm. Although time doesn't progress, I don't know. And damn, y'all can tell Naruto lives heavy in my heart, because I'm about to compare this bitch to Tsukuyomi and how Kakashi was in that bitch for 1,000 years or whatever. But you know,
was getting tortured.
You know what I'm saying? But in real life, it's like that.
And that's actually my question for the prison realm, because it's not even that. It's not even time specifically, but all of the time right now that has passed in the real world as far as Jujutsu and Earth itself, or reality itself, for Gojo, my biggest thing is, can he sense cursed energy and as a whole, like while he's in there?
See,
because
I still think he exists as an exception to something, because remember, as soon as he was sealed, if they were going to move him, they couldn't.
Yeah.
The prison realm dropped into the floor, created that big old crater, and they couldn't remove it from the space. And when asked why, they said it's because he's Satoru Gojo. Yeah. Like, so he still has some sort of,
and
still like that.
In my mind, like, and that question arises because, is it gonna be a thing where he, like you say, when he exits the prison realm, is he gonna have that moment like Star Plasma? Because my thing is, if he can sense what's going on still, is he gonna come out like, I don't have time for the games now? Nanami, Nobara, like Yaga.
he done took no.
You done took
because-
my student. You done took my.
Nah, listen to this. Listen to this. You
You
just
think
made
he
me
about
think
to
of.
go to the higher ups? That's what
Bro.
you're saying. What you saying?
But
So-
listen to this.
Nah,
Listen to
he
this
about-
real quick.
no,
Real
like,
quick.
yeah.
Go crazy.
So remember, what was the impetus of Ghetto's fall?
He wanted. Wait, why did he fall? Like
Like you talking
his
about
fall
his
from grace.
mental?
Yeah.
Oh, whenever once he got once the whole entire shit with Rico and he
What
met
was really it though?
when he fucking around and heard Toji when he was talking to Toji, right?
Nah, bro, Haibara. Remember that?
when he was talking,
Remember,
Sabuki or
Nanami and
something?
Haibara come back. It was supposed to be a second grade curse. It ended
Oh,
up being
yeah.
higher. Haibara. Then he goes to XXYY City after talking to Yuki, and he commits to that decision. He existed between two possibilities. He commits, and while he's thinking about it, Haibara shouldn't have died.
Yeah.
Nanami shouldn't have died. You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna continue with these parallels between the characters, Geto with Haibara, Gojo with Nanami, what's gonna happen when Gojo finds out that his junior died? Because when Geto found out that his junior died and he shouldn't have died, and if Gojo finds out that if he was there, Nanami wouldn't have died,
Yeah.
like what impact is that gonna have on Gojo moving forward? And then subsequently the story.
Yeah.
How is he gonna progress? Is he gonna go and whack everybody? Like
Facts.
yeah, I didn't even think about that. Gojo doesn't know that Nanami.
Yeah.
he doesn't know that shit.
And that's why I say, can he sense these things while he's in the prison room? Because at the same time, you got all of these decisions being made by the higher ups being put into place. You got Gaku Ganji coming in and taking out Yaga. You got Yuta. They still think Yuta is on a string. I'm pretty sure at this point they probably like he not doing this shit. But like you still got Naoya, who was supposed to go back and tell them about Yuji. Did he even go back and do that? Did he make it that far? like all of these things have taken effect. You know, Toto, fucking Unomaki, like all of these.
Unomaki,
junior-
he don't got no arms.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I don't read My Hero, but I did watch like season 4 type shit, and I know about the shit with Lemillion. And,
Yeah.
and I'm like, bro, is it like? And I started season 5, and the nigga still don't got his quirk. And I'm like, bro, what's up with Toto, bro? Is he gonna get Boogie Woogie back?
Facts.
Because I need it.
and like
Cybernetic arms
Hashirama
and shit.
cells.
Yeah, Hashirama cells. And they can grow up arm.
Facts.
No, but I also really I do want to kind of touch on really quick as far as the end of the Culling game, and also I want to ask, do you think the Culling game has the setup and everything to go with it to be a better arc than Shibuya?
100%.
It's crazy because I really think it does.
100%.
Like I really think.
So
but
why
I
do
also
y'all, why do y'all think that?
bro? Because we got fucking Hikari. Hikari
Yeah.
already in my top 3. That nigga.
You got-
well, contingent upon that nigga coming out. You know,
relax.
You talking about Kenji?
Get out of
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But like,
not
not
even
only
that. I'm
do
talking
we-
about my nigga coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, fact. Yeah,
I had my
that
hopes.
too.
I had my hopes for Yaga.
Yeah.
I had my hopes
It's
for
looking
Toto.
better with the color pages though.
I don't know. We gonna see. We gotta
mean,
get the
no,
official
you know, that's-
coloring.
yeah, fact, we gotta get officials.
Because
But, like-
Takeo, my nigga Takeo done drew this nigga white, and I ain't got nothing against white Hikari, but it's like, damn, you know, I'm holding out hope. that my nigga,
somebody.
you know, we got Miguel. We do got Miguel.
Yeah,
You know, we got
facts.
Miguel.
And this is the thing too though, like you got Hikari here, you got Yuta here. I'm pretty sure Maki got to make an appearance within this.
Nobody?
No, but
See, but does Maki? Because is Maki technically a Jujutsu sorcerer? Told you he was the sorcerer killer. The nigga don't got cursed energy. So it's like they can't exercise, and this was true from before that we learned from Maki. She can't exercise curses without a curse tool.
True.
Because she don't got no technique.
Yeah,
so it's like, is she gonna be a player? And is that
Now-
gonna help her switch in between? What is that gonna do
I
for
feel
her?
like
Within
they
that-
had the option though, right? Like everybody just like if you pulled up to the colony, like basically just like yo. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you have the
yeah.
option to go into
Like-
the game.
See, but
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
like
but
non-sorcerer or
even
not, like
but
sorcerer or
non-sorcerers
non-sorcerer.
don't. They have CE.
Yeah.
Maki
Yeah.
don't got shit.
Yeah,
Facts.
Like she can walk. I feel like she can walk straight through that bitch undetected. The Invisible Man.
Yeah. And even at that sense though, like we know what district she's in.
yeah.
The Zenin are wiped out, but this was my question arising within the Destroy Everything though. She killed everyone within the house and then went and found the rest of the Zenin. But who's the Zenin who took the cursed tools? Who has the shed of the
Yeah,
cursed tools?
yeah.
Did she go looking?
shit.
Because Megumi is the
It's
access
me.
to it, but like he gives her the like
And that
go
was
find
gone. Yeah,
like
it was
yeah
gone.
go to the go get my like go get the tools
Go
for me
get my shit.
Yeah.
at this point. So
Yeah,
in that process, you take out all of the Zenith. So now it's like I still have a mission to complete. I still have to go get this for Megumi. Megumi is honestly at this point, I ain't gonna say needed, but there's gonna be an instance in the culling game where the cursed tools are going to need to be apparent, and then that's gonna be, in my opinion, against vengeful spirits.
Because even when whatchamacallit, when he was fighting that one cursed spirit, he was using a cursed tool. Like before he uses like domain expansion and shit.
Oh, when he was fighting,
Yeah. So it was like he definitely gonna need that shit.
And he was using that shit. His ass be having playful cloud coming out of fucking shadows and shit.
And that's my bit. And then even now he is within his domain or in his technique, the shadows itself.
Yeah.
Like
See,
That
but
nigga's
it's
so
like
goated.
we low key. I think it was hinted. I was rereading some shit, and I was like, bro, like either he did something or he had. I know he had playful cloud come out of a. I know he did that within the Dagon fight, and I think no, he didn't do that with the Hanami fight in the beginning. But it was some other shit.
that shit was
where
in
I
the
feel
water
like,
still.
bro. I think it was some shit where he had Kuro and Shiro come out, but he was like behind them niggas.
Yeah.
In the shadow, and I was like, hold on. What? When he get like
That
this?
shit is like that Naruto. I mean, fucking Yuji and Megumi is like Naruto and fucking Shikamaru on some shit.
But like
About it.
and even in those instances where like that's why I was like, yeah, I feel like the reason Megumi is even asking Yuji to help him, even in a sense, is because he feels like, bro, you gonna have to be the Braun at some point.
Yeah.
Like you gonna have to be,
Nigga said, bro.
yeah, like they gonna have to be the, you gonna have to be the
Yeah,
buff. Like
Nigga,
you got the
Sukuna.
strength. Yeah, you got Sukuna. You got like you have the Black Flash. You have the. You can use Black Flash
man
9 fucking
chosen by the
times.
sparks.
So
That
like,
shit crazy.
Do you think it's automatic?
oh, it's definitely automatic.
I feel like
at
it's
this point.
automatic at this point.
At this
I don't
point,
know,
definitely
bro.
automatic.
I just think that nigga just getting his own quick.
Like Divergent Fist, like
That
he
nigga
got
learned
it.
that like this though.
Like he's learning, but it's
That nigga like Sakuragi.
and it's clicking though. Like he go like, and the thing about Yuji in combat, like you said, in the earlier instances, like okay, I just gotta draw a blank mind.
Exactly.
But now it's like,
he's a tactician. Though.
Yeah,
like,
it's
he
like-
knows what needs to be done in certain
Yeah.
aspects.
And that shit go back to that Yuji Choso fight.
Yeah.
I always preach on that shit. Cause bro, when Yuji, and it really is that Yuji Kogai fight, but really Yuji Choso, when that nigga decides, hey, I'm gonna jump.
yeah,
I'm gonna time this nigga attack. And then I'm gonna go whoop his ass. And then I'm gonna take this shit into the bathroom. I don't know why. Mekamaru say that shit, but he starts figuring shit out.
and like back to the culling game though, like when it comes to like I'm definitely wondering like what Yuta is doing. But the biggest thing about the culling
I
game
wonder
for
what
me,
his end game is though. Yuta. I mean,
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
He gonna die.
Yuta probably gonna be out of here.
And I think that only
That would
if
make
he
sense.
dies, it's just because we don't know what his end game gonna be.
Yeah.
It's like what else can he fucking do?
I mean that nigga OP though.
OP,
like,
yeah.
Exactly. You gotta kill him. Or
Yeah,
turn
that's what
that
I'm
nigga
saying.
evil.
Something gotta happen.
Anakin Skywalker.
Wait, so don't like certain conditions have to be made in order for you? It's not like you can like it's not like Sharingan where you can give a nigga the 6 eyes at least within
Nah, it's on some. The 6 eyes is only born once, right? It's like
once every like certain years.
Well, not even that.
one I know it's one exists at a time.
So that's why he
so
sealed
like
this time.
Yeah.
500 years ago was the last nigga that had both them shits. But there could have been some limitless users. But it's like Chidori in a sense. Where like Kakashi had Chidori, but he couldn't use that shit without Obito Sharingan because the fucking visual effects you can't see.
you can't. Yeah.
So it's like you got limitless, but limitless is amplified by the 6 eyes.
Okay.
But my biggest thing about the culling game, even with chapter 161, like, and I'm gonna say this too, because you aroused a great question for me at one point in time, and I thought I had that shit figured out up until this most recent chapter. When you asked about the non-sorcerers within the game, you feel like as if, okay, you hold no weight here because you have all of these beings with cursed energy. Yes, you can see, but can you react? Can you fight? Can you survive within these conditions? But then you're seeing Amai and what's her name, Mina, or Mila, huh? Remy. I'm sorry, Remy. Yeah, I definitely forgot her name because that nigga keeps saying you. But
stop calling me you.
But between those two itself, it seems like whenever, because one, you have the instance where she's, playing victim or whatever towards Megumi, and she's basically explains to him like, nah, like I'm just a regular being here. Amai, he's dead ass being a fucking traffic signal.
Wait, tell me, they're non-sorcerers?
Yeah. They just confirmed.
I thought they were just not ancient sorcerers. I thought they were modern.
Well, that is the speculation that they explain between. That's what I think she said that.
Real quick.
But I think that's what she said to Megumi. But Amai explains it as if he's just a regular dude because he tells Yuji.
I thought you just said I knew you from high school.
Yeah, but
from junior high.
Yeah, and even in my speculation, because like niggas was like, oh, like Yuji famous or whatever, but like he is as far as like the human. So like I felt like Amai.
I think. I'm sorry.
Because what? No, you good. Like, because my biggest question is what. Like Amai said, he was like, he was like, as soon as they was done using me, they were gonna kill me anyway. That's how he felt about helicopter.
That's okay because if you'd rather kill a curse user than a fucking human. That's 5 points versus 1.
True, but even in that sense, it's like they were using him for something, and at that point, it's like he had to make a claim. Now, this is the thing though, and this is why I say Culling Game can be better than Shibuya. All of these hidden instances with, not having confirmation on who these beings are, even the two that Yuji just took out, you could even be like, okay, there's more material here to tell me that Amai is the one leading Yuji in the trap than it is Remy leading Megumi. Because even in that sense, it's like, okay, if you felt like you were gonna be killed anyway, and you're helping these people out, communication, letting them know people falling from the sky, letting people know which way to come, and then you telling Yuji where to go, these two people just died, but why are you not dead now working with 2 sorcerers? Mm-hmm. How did you come about working with 2 sorcerers, in a sense?
Playing the game, man. You like, fuck it.
Exactly. But like, what benefit do you yourself get out of that?
I guess sorcerers can leave the domain, but like maybe that nigga was getting a share of the points, some shit. But I think if anything, he's a vessel or some shit. Yeah. Well, no, I guess he's not a vessel. That kind of closed the whole. But he got the vessels, and then you get the people who are given cursed techniques like Sumiki.
True.
So he was given some bullshit.
True.
Nigga can't fight.
Because even in a sense, like, you look at that last panel and you like, because even when I was reading and I was like, somebody playing these niggas, bro. Like, Shijuku and Ikebuku though, like, come on, dog. Like, who going where? So then, like, but you look at Remy and you like, you got a smirk on your face. You got this scorpion type, like you got this backstabber vibe to you. But like I said, the hints to me kind of point more to Yuji because it's just like, you got this plain old dude chilling with these sorcerers, helping these niggas out, and it was plain and simple type of mindset. But it's kind of like, my nigga, like, I know you. Yeah. I'm about to send you here. Like, ain't no, because the thing about that is, and this is one thing that
West.
Exactly. This registers more from a strength factor. Am I probably looking at Yuji like you just some normal nigga? Like you a human.
I remember when you was running them
full flats.
Yeah,
like, you running a full flats, and you got a strong being over here that's like, oh nah, I'm rolling with you because I need you to protect me now. Like you my knight in shining armor. You got this over here where he plain and simple like, oh, I know where that nigga at. Like, how you know where he at? You've been over here.
Well,
like you've been over here this whole time. The other thing is too, Buddy at the end, I was like, all right, so who my next prey? He got like 3 to 4 tickets.
Yeah.
There was 3 niggas in one area working together.
Yeah.
So it's like,
what does tattoo say? Conviction, determination, or some shit?
It said one. Determination was one. I think it was like
that nigga. I don't read that Tokyo Revengers shit. That was some Tokyo Revengers shit
for real.
That's what I was like.
And like he was sitting there like. But my thing, and this is the other thing
boxes.
is, this nigga got hella receipts like just hanging up. So you telling me he just washing niggas left and right within the Cullen game? So like here you have you don't know this name. You don't know this nigga's name. You know he got some motive. Draken, like hair chilling. Like how many points this nigga got?
No, I mean,
so
it's more of a like Cullen game itself is more of an individualized game than anything else. Like,
yeah.
So seeing any kind of teamwork in any kind of facet is very like kind of odd.
They disrupted it. Like we had our teams prepared, and then Yuji and Megumi
dropped out of the
dropped in two different places.
But my kind of, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I'm just trying to say as far as like predictions for Cullen games.
That's what I was about to do.
Oh, you could.
So my kind of prediction and what I kind of see happening, the way things are shaped up for me, is I think that is Hikari's role. So we know that as long as Yuji hosts Sukuna, the souls will kind of, not to say merge, but Sukuna's curse technique will be etched into Yuji's body. That's what Gojo kind of specified earlier on when he told Yuji that you don't have an innate curse technique, but you do have curse energy. So I think we might get our first glimpse of that. And Hikari just introduced something very new to us, the shape of curse energy. You know, that texture. I have a very rough razor-like curse energy. If I'm gonna punch you, it's gonna hurt. No matter what. If I punch you like this, if I punch you like it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm built. So I think it's gonna be like some type of not to say some training arc, but you know how we have in shonen tropes, we have those training arcs that happen within like battle. And it's like, yo,
like Luffy now.
You can whoop all these niggas right now. Everybody here is up for you to use. And I think it's gonna be Yuji finding, his kind of shape of cursed energy.
That's gonna be his also, Black Flash.
Yeah. But also, I think because it's been 4 months, it's still early, but we might be able to get, and we don't know all of if Sukuna's techniques are limited to cleave and
dismantle.
Yeah. But maybe we'll see something.
Facts.
So I think that's the direction. Or I hope that's the direction we kind of get towards the end of the Cullen games. If by the end of the Cullen games we get a little bit of Yuji's development into cursed energy, then I'm satisfied with us not getting Gojo back.
and I've already kind of come to terms where like if we can go Shibuya, like pretty much all of the big moments of Shibuya without Gojo, I feel like we can go this Cullen game without Gojo to the end where, and I'll be honest, this is where I feel like it might end up at. I feel like the Cullen game will end up ending once Gojo is released. Because
same.
At the point, that's the whole reason everybody's even out here.
Well, Sumiki
and I think that's why the nigga got locked up.
Yeah.
He was like, damn. Every time we were trying to tell the story, he was like, fuck. I can't do this because somebody's gonna
pull up.
Gojo could have, but Gojo could have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just take this nigga out
of here. So what I honestly think is going to honestly happen, one or two things, and it all revolves around Tengen. Either it's going to be Yuki and Tengen against Choso, or it's going to end up being Choso and Yuki up against Tengen.
So we doubling down on the Tengen.
My answer is, what you finna say?
Nah, I agree, but I think
my answer is Yuki versus Choso and
Tengen.
Yeah.
Now, Yuki does show signs of like,
bro, she got blocked by the barrier and she said, "Oh fuck,
yeah,
this shit just me."
Yeah, this
and then
is
she
just
said some sus shit like we haven't met before, or some shit.
And then she knew Mahito's name.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Ain't nobody. Yuji ain't know Mahito's
Facts.
name. Gojo
Like,
ain't know Mahito's name.
Nami ain't know his name.
Her ass like, where Mahito? Fuck.
Who?
How you know?
Who? That's Snoop Dogg.
Patch face?
Who? Yeah, everybody refer to him as Patch Face.
Face.
Yo, that's crazy. I did not.
I never realized
didn't
that now
peep
that you said that.
Yes, bro. She be like what?
So you think she's more so, especially like that conversation she had with
She's
Geto.
the third side.
I mean,
because and the thing about it is that makes her very unique within all of this is that she still opposes Kenjaku. You know what I'm saying? The original goals, kind of optimizing cursed energy, erasing cursed energy, or fucking, that whole thing. She presents that little third option, and that's within that's 136. That's how 136 opens up. It's Yuki facing Kenjaku, having that conversation like, bruh, what the fuck this shit finna be? I thought you made your decision. So it's like we have Kenjaku as our main guy. We have what we think cursed energy should be like. We as in the Jujutsu sorcerers, and then we got the Sith, and them niggas is thinking whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just third option. So I feel like she's in direct opposition to both Tengen and Kenjaku.
Okay.
and
she's powerful enough to do it.
But what does that mean though?
She was the first special grade. But go ahead.
What will happen from there?
get the prison realm exit.
Let me see.
Because you gotta realize once you, in my opinion, and this is not like a fact, and like thinking about just how the entire Jujutsu world is when it comes to that prison realm is like, I feel like people already don't know that Tengen has that. The only people that know are
The people within that.
Maki, Yuki, Choso, Yuji, and Yuta.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think they've relayed that information over to Hikari or Panda, because at that point it's kind of like, let's go get this nigga Gojo out and we good. Mm-hmm. My thing about that is like, I feel like once you have that within your hands, you control the balance of the world at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're in control of whether these curses act the way they do now. Mm-hmm. And even in Tengen's case, I feel like Tengen is on some shady shit, still trying to figure out his vessel situation.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Like,
I do.
And I know you got your theories about that. Like, it's kind of wild that we don't know these motives
exactly
from people that are supposed to be within the Jujutsu world. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to show some decency. And honestly, in my eyes, there is no good in the Jujutsu world. Like,
I don't think there can be, like, to be honest, with the way like everything is set up, because I mean, you got niggas dying left and right.
Facts.
And like one thing you know about Akutami, that nigga will kill somebody and you like be,
yes,
you know,
it's on some like I am right type shit.
Except for Toji. That nigga.
yeah.
I think
love
Toji
Kid.
his favorite character for real.
Oh,
for real.
facts.
But that's why I asked the question about the villain shit, because I know a lot of people like, nigga, Toji the one.
Toji
Like,
is the one.
He is though.
Toji, and that's why Naoya said, "I'm trying to stand. I will be the one to stand amongst them."
That,
And
even
he
that panel,
accomplished that shit.
that
nigga,
panel was
that
different.
nigga got volume 17 covered.
Facts.
Nobody. He said, "I'm gonna stand amongst 4 and 8, nigga. I'm gonna get mine."
And like that's the other thing is like, what other covers we get? Like
Nigga
we
might-
already got.
Niggas might put me on that bitch. Man, that bitch.
I'm like, bro, we gotta we at some point though, we do gotta get we need a Maki cover.
yeah.
We gotta, in my opinion,
That shit. I think that shit came and gone.
facts.
Where
That is
else
true.
you gonna put
Because
it?
that is true. Where else you gonna put it?
But that it's so crazy, bro. Like just thinking about the Yuki stuff. That like that's very
Kusakabe got a cover.
Bro, Kusakabe got one of the
Hardest covers.
Oh, the one
too.
where he's
Yeah.
That shit's silly, bro. I can't wait for that.
it's crazy. I forgot that nigga's name. What's his name?
Kusakabe. yeah.
Kusakabe. But like I said, as far as my predictions for the Cullen game, I would say I do like the idea of this kind of being a training arc for Yuji. Even in this last chapter, we're seeing Yuji really go crazy with the combat and stuff like that. What is my prediction? I feel like Sukuna might. Do you think Sukuna might be released in the Cullen game? Like, as far as like not necessarily like being separate from the vessel as Yuji, but do you think?
I think we're gonna have another moment.
Do you think so?
And I only say that because we've already seen beings such as Kashimo, Hajime.
Mm-hmm.
You got you don't know what Higuruma's role is about to be. You don't know whether he's gonna have this conflict with Megumi and Yuji or not.
Mm-hmm.
If Yuji's being led into this trap, you don't know how strong this dude is that they set him up to be.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he run across what's the comedian, because everybody's speculating this comedian.
Takaba?
Yeah,
That his name?
yeah. Fuji,
Yeah, it's like
Fuji something.
Mm-hmm.
Like even him, Fujihara, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Like
Start with F.
people speculating his CT to end up being something similar to Nanami. Because
70%, 30%.
exactly. So like, you don't even know what he about to do, and if Higuruma isn't buddy in the fucking tunnel like that, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that?
If we get to these 9 days, you don't know how strong Sumiki gonna be.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what type
Wait,
of.
you think she gonna like actually participate in the game?
Well,
Bro.
the vow apparently is once that curse activates, she's a part of the game.
Man, I got 2 things to say real quick. and I forgot the first one. So
But you can get a shit curse technique too, though.
Huh?
Because think about it, like Shorty with the NASA, you can get a shit
But
curse.
she a
said
whole
NASA.
vessel. She a whole vessel though. She ain't getting no trash
I don't think
shit.
Sakuna coming out.
Oh,
You
you
don't?
I don't think Sakuna coming out. I think he a dickhead. because niggas want him there. He about to be like, nah, UG, you got it.
You got it.
And I think it's gonna be hyper focused because I mean the trend from like 136 to now is UG's development. It's like UG's development because we got it early on when UG thought he could be on some Karama shit, and pull out this nigga inside of him. That nigga's like, ha ha, you
dog,
friend
you
died. I ain't doing shit, boy. So
I'm setting my ass right here.
yeah, and I think he finna do the same thing because what's his nigga name? Kashimo finna pull up. Like, I not heard you're at the vessel.
Ain't looking for Sakuna.
Sakuna gonna pop up like, yeah, nigga, like,
Yeah,
just
but
pop
and I'm
out.
gonna be honest, those are the moments that I'm missing though.
Yeah.
I'm missing those moments where like
we get a little bit of
we get a little bit of Sakuna talking his shit to people on the outside. Like
Yeah.
you thought that was gonna happen, or even
when he ate the finger.
yeah, like the very last moment I can really recollect where it was like a really huge moment was when he was like, "Don't tell," like when he was like, "Don't tell Megumi," in the or.
Nah,
Was
we
it-
got
or
some
no?
shit after that. Because that's the origin of obedience.
You talk about Sakuna?
Sakuna and Yuji.
But to your point,
And
the
Yuji?
second thing I had to say was, bro, a lot of niggas out here, a lot of niggas saying that Sumiki finna be evil.
Bro, I could definitely see that.
I
could definitely see
don't think it's going. And,
mean,
and
but
there's
why
a,
though?
and there's a lot of
That's
it
how
going
you-
on.
I can see
There's
too
a lot of
much.
it going on because of the setup with it's gonna be for Megumi's development. So you remember like within chapter 58 around where he's thinking after he finishes Chimera Shadow Garden or whatever, and he pops out and he's reflecting on Sumiki, and it's black, white, and it kind of just gives you a bit of insight into Megumi's morality, how he thinks of things. Things are this way or that way. But then I think it might be where Sumiki gets involved. The background is gray.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what's this gray space? Why
Gray
is it
area.
gray? What is this gray area? Everything was clear cut. So is it like, is Sumiki going to abandon, or he's put her on a pedestal, and then that pedestal's developed even further since she's been away, went to sleep and all that shit. When she come back, how's she gonna act? Is she gonna like shake this nigga whole world? And then Megumi about to be like, fuck,
I just did all that.
I don't know what to believe.
I gotta go
If
crazy.
that happens, I can see that's how Nobara comes back. That's
To kind of ground that nigga back in.
Like, yo, like, help me.
He said,
Help me.
But if you think about it, like, she knows about the whole situation. And then, like, with the whole shit, like, under the bridge, like, the bridge shit, like, she was there for that shit. And, you know, so it's like, and, like, what's the like, whenever she was first introduced to me, or Sumiki, she was like, she's just, in Megumi's mind, she's just great. Like, she's just good. She's just
He has
good,
a up
you
there,
know?
like,
So it's just like, if she comes back and she's like, damn, like, yeah, fuck that. Like, I don't give a fuck what you saying, bro. Like, you did all this shit for me, but I don't give a fuck. Like, I spent this time in a coma or whatever. I don't want to be that way no more. Like, I'm fucking savage. Like, and who brought her? It was like fucking Kinjaku, right? Or somebody.
Now, Kenjaku was the one who enabled the curse techniques.
Yeah.
Or the
and
curse.
that's one of the reasons why 136 is my favorite, because
Who put her out the
put
thing,
that shit.
though?
Who put out what?
Like when she left some play, or she was in a coma and then she ended up like walking out or some shit like that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
she woke up.
yeah. So like
That was at the end of 143 too.
Yeah.
That's why 143 is a crazy ass chapter.
fucking, bruh.
And then we get the Colin game rules.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
facts.
bitch.
That was
shit
the
that was insane. That's
that
just a crazy
probably
chapter.
Was the goddamn bro
That ain't working.
fucking memory?
Remember you gone?
No, yeah, I just had to keep deleting shit. I keep going though. It's my fault. Yeah,
my fault.
No, you should be, bro.
Nah, but damn man, I'm not gonna lie. We might need to do a part 2 of this because
with that shit.
bro. Jujutsu just long, bro.
yeah,
Jujutsu's crazy.
because to be honest, there's
Cause you got
A lot of shit you remember and you're like, God damn.
not even
man.
that. I want to ask y'all. This is like the most important question to ask about when you think. And this is shit I was talking about earlier. Like, bro, what the fuck is your first thought when you think of Jujutsu Kaisen?
Damn sure not this.
Like, bruh, you definitely don't be thinking, oh yeah, that nigga ate the finger. Like, oh, like, bro, you don't be thinking none of that surface level shit. I be thinking about Jujutsu Kaisen, I be like, inverted spear of heaven.
Yeah, like you really be putting on like your scholar hat for like, shit like this though. But the thing about it, like, I mean, just hearing you guys talk about certain things that you kind of can correlate with other events that may be going on in your mind, I find that shit so rewarding, especially like the whole Yuki thing. I never really took the time to really take a view at her character itself. But like hearing that, I'm like, okay, oh shit, hold up.
Bro, she the feds, bro.
Bro, she the fed.
Yo,
Police.
That's
how Megumi be with Maharaga.
Yeah.
That nigga get in trouble. He be like, police, Maharaga, please,
Help me.
Now, I do have a question. Does Megumi, does he know all the 10 shadow techniques, or is it just stuff that he's shown at this point?
And that's what I'm curious about too, because it's like when he explained Maharaga, and we ain't read that shit. We ain't read that shit in book club, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't touched much of Shibuya since.
If we run out of space, it's because niggas is going crazy. That's why. There are no more lifting videos on that fucking shit.
But when Megumi describes Maharaga in his role, he's like, I can summon this nigga at any point. And that's why he be trying to summon his ass every fucking time he get in trouble. He be like, I can summon him at any point. Once I defeat him, he becomes part of my catalog. So it's like, is that true for the rest of them? Does he have to identify them before he can summon them? Where do they exist?
Like on some Final Fantasy type
Yeah,
beat?
like yeah, probably.
Because I don't know. Because I want to say, this is me personally, KKZ just spitballing. I want to say he don't got them shits, or else he would have seen them.
Yeah,
But a part of me want to say, nigga, where else could they be? You the only person that can summon those.
but he pulls some of them out of like weird, like obviously the one with the rabbits, like we saw in
Rabbit
Shibuya.
escape.
Yeah, rabbit escape.
But the thing about it is, like, for one, is it like kind of like jutsu techniques where that's the only way that he kind of learns it, or does he kind of learn it from, you know, whatever kind of way or whatever. But I don't know. I always found that interesting, especially with like Maharaga, like the fact that he can summon that nigga.
Facts.
But here's the thing,
Sword.
especially
Maharaga as is an actual general in Chinese mythology and shit.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to pull up when we was talking.
Yeah.
I was telling you I was trying to
He
pull.
built different
Can't find that
with
shit.
the whole
But
shit on it.
but that's the eight wheel. That shit, the 8 handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 handle. Fucking different.
No, but here's my thing. So for one, do you think, especially like earlier on, we know that Gojo, he said that Megumi had the ability to become stronger than himself, or like that was the only person, because the Zenin family, he has like the 10 shadows technique is the only one that can rival the
Six
six eyes.
Yeah.
But I low-key wonder, was that? I mean, to me, it sounds like that was Maharaga. The 6 eyes nigga could not defeat Maharaga, and it was a suicide death. The 10 eyes user, the 10 shadows user, summoned that nigga Maharaga, died. And then, like the same way Megumi did, because he was in that state of suspended death. Yeah, it was like, all right, if that nigga come through and do what he do, that's it.
Yeah, and that's why you see Sukuna walk up like, nah, he like touched that nigga for a second, like you can't die just yet. Like, like,
and
I
like,
need you to learn another.
Think about who was able to kill that nigga Maharaga, and think about what he had to do to kill him. Exactly. We had to see that much.
We had to see the domain.
Like, bro, the nigga just handled Jogo, like just handled, and Jogo, like that nigga a threat.
Bro, he literally stood there and was like, I gotta go. And like bailed. Quick. Got it over with, straight over there. And that's why I always say that nigga did that shit less than a minute, bro.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Like to even think about that timing.
It did say take a look.
Yeah, like,
that shit's crazy.
You pop your domain less than the full expansion, because he's like, yo, bro, I can take out the whole fucking place with this, but he's like, okay, I can't kill this nigga, so I gotta relax. Because the only way to get out of Malevolent Shrine, like I said before, is just a binding vow. You have to create a binding vow with Sukuna to get out of that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, because I was thinking about that shit, and I'm like, because the nigga's innate domain, he doesn't create a barrier for that shit.
It's
space.
Space itself.
Like, domain battle, you can't just pop a hole the way Megumi did.
Nah. And that's why, like, and that's why, like, when
that's tough.
That's why, like, when people talk about like him and Gojo, I'm like, my nigga, that is going to be a battle of domains. Gojo's is a domain of space and time itself.
Yeah. Oh damn.
And that nigga Sukuna can do that shit in space. Can exist
free of all that.
Yeah.
But then again, Gojo the only nigga that can pop that shit multiple times a day.
Yeah.
That true. Pop it like a perk.
No, but what's the limitation for Sukuna? Like, if he's outside,
It's only
of,
200 radius. The radius is only 200 meters.
but that's only that we know of though.
I be them niggas is fast too.
yeah.
No, but that's the only. But remember, I think the description of it was that it's only 200 meters, but that's the only limitation that we know of. Like, it could actually like
Expand further.
expand further.
I feel like Akutami really tabling Sukuna.
Like he got a lot of shit that he got together. Cause there's like the Tenjin shit and the ox skulls around the malevolent shrine. But it's like I think he's tabling shit because he's like, I don't really know where I want to. I want to make this when he come out for real. I don't want it to go crazy. Because I'm gonna just chill.
So what are? Oh, sorry.
No.
No, I was just gonna simply say like, so what are some final battles within Jujutsu that you can see happening as far as this point? Because obviously, like I'm gonna be honest. I mean, Shibuya crazy, Culling Game. I know it's gonna go crazy, but like you know how every anime has to have like some kind of final conclusion.
Some
kind
Ichigo Aizen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or so you walk.
So and it's funny you say that because thinking about Shibuya itself and even just Geto, like all of his underlings that were following him, where the fuck are they? Yeah. What have they been
One of
doing?
them niggas had just
like
are they
within? Mentioned that nigga name, the one with the heart nipples.
Yeah, the heart. Yeah.
Somebody.
I don't know what that nigga name is.
That shit came out recently, didn't it?
Yeah.
Shieldhorn? I don't know. That's from Bleach.
That's Bleach.
That's the flamboyant nigga.
But like, think about it in that sense where you about to have this whole game, but like think about when we get if we even get this world of Hein, this age of curses coming back, and we have your straight up sorcerers on curses type shit. You feel me? You gonna have to have on some Hueso Mundo.
Yeah,
like these niggas gonna have to pull back up. Like, cause I'm honestly so curious about all of them. Cause first off, bro was talking spicy as fuck to Panda and Kusakabe. Like that nigga say, yo, I'm giving you an option here, bro. It's either y'all niggas die or y'all walk the fuck away.
You talking about buddy with the underarm?
Yeah, with the like
that nigga fit was horrible.
Relax. That nigga fit was tough.
That nigga was wearing
his boots was ass though.
I think that nigga was wearing he was wearing a dry fit.
Nah, he was though.
Underarm and shit, and then put a robe on top of that bitch like it was.
But what's under the shit though? That nigga got the Sharingan gun
That's
under there.
Mangekyo.
Like
we know what's going on there.
But like, nah, that nigga dead said. He said, yo, bro, you either leave. I don't want to have to kill a sorcerer, but I mean, if I have to.
And Kusakabe was like, damn, I don't want to fight this nigga.
And that nigga got
I could also beat you,
that
boys.
That nigga got on the ground with it like, if you want the smoke. And then next thing you know, here come Jogo and Sukuna asses over here causing destruction. That nigga Sukuna said, don't move.
I love that shit, bro.
He was like, I got this. Like,
no, but like I said, like as far as like final battles that you guys can see, as far as like the final conclusion of Jujutsu Kaisen, it has to end off with a bang. Obviously, what are you guys' as far as like final battles go? What are you guys predicting?
I want to know what Phil got.
I want to know what's about to happen to Rika, the Queen of Curses, man. Queen of Curses and the King of Curses. What's about to go down with that shit?
Okay.
That girl 11 years old, bro. She ain't
I'm just like, I'm talking about
that's
like
the princess,
like Yuta and like in general. Because if Yuta dies, I'm assuming Kenjaku is gonna kill him and like get Rika or some shit. And if that shit happens,
because Ghetto wanted Rika.
Yeah,
bad.
he did want
that shit would be different. That shit, damn, that
and
nigga would be
isn't
next level?
And isn't Rika like imbued within his ring?
Yeah, because he was tying all that shit in. He was tying all that shit in to the ring and the sword.
So, what if this happens? This is like off the cuff, but like let's say Sumiki dies or some shit. Megumi isn't able to save her. Do you feel like Megumi versus Kenjaku in some kind of manner, and then Yuji versus Sukuna in some kind of manner?
So I was gonna get to that. If things go to the point where the vessel can be released from the vessel, the curse can be released from the vessel, we will have a Yuji Sukuna conflict just off the simple fact of like Sukuna, I feel like you said, Sukuna a
Sukuna-
dickhead, bro. He
Sukuna
probably gonna pop
smoking
out.
that nigga, bro.
Nah, for real, he gonna smoke that nigga.
Now,
Pack.
hold up. Now, if we find out some crazy shit about Yuji and his curse technique, I don't know. It may be something.
If Yuji can fucking, I was about to say invoke. I mean, my ass been reading something the Gray Man, but
You already know.
if Yuji can pull apart and somehow scrounge together Sukuna's curse technique, and we can get that conflict where it's Sukuna versus Sukuna, but Yuji. If it's this Yuji versus that Sukuna, that nigga is dying fat. Yuji can't.
Oh, facts.
I don't know if Yuji can handle Megumi right now.
He can't. I don't. I think Megumi martial arts wise is still washing.
Oh, martial arts was. Oh,
Nah.
Hold up. Wait,
nigga-
Megumi?
That
Like,
nigga
martial arts wise?
Yuji pre-cursed energy through a shot put through the.
Yeah, that nigga did throw that
Bro,
shit.
let
on
that
D.
nigga punch me. I'm gone.
Yeah, that's right. You got to hold to get
Nah,
your-
that nigga
I'm
did punch.
done.
That nigga did punch a car.
He punched through the concrete.
Yeah.
Nigga, he threw a car
That's
at
what
the
I'm
short
saying.
dude too.
Oh yeah, facts.
Remember, he punched the car at Yuta, then he threw the car at the short nigga.
Facts.
The one with him and Megumi fought, bro.
Yeah.
No, but for Yuji as a character though, like I feel like I mean, do you think it would make more sense for him to go up against Sukuna, the very thing that's been kind of like, you know, the very reason he got put into this world of Jujutsu, you know? I feel like
I don't know.
What
I
do
feel
you
like this shit is so unique. Like with because it's like you can think about Ichigo versus White. You could think about Naruto versus Kurama. Like you could think about shit that happens like that.
Yeah.
But like with Jujutsu, it's
It's
like
tough.
Gege takes
Yeah.
the most interesting shit from each of these stories, and then all that stereotypical shit that's kind of retold. He's like, that exists.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Nah,
this is
so
kind
I
of
just
my,
don't know.
Yeah, to be honest.
and kind of like my question with that. Like, so say like that final battle, we do get the Yuji and Sukuna, and Yuji comes out with the win. But even in the and
When
this
he
is the
said that
thing,
shit was funny. Like, yeah, the nigga about to be
yeah,
there,
that nigga
like-
about to get he about to be sitting there like it's over. But honestly, my question regarding that is it really going to be over? Because the purpose of Yuji as the vessel is to take all 20 and die.
Mm-hmm.
Take all 20, die, so we get rid of this. But if you you take the curse out the vessel, and then you defeat it, doesn't the cycle repeat with another 20?
Wait, hold on.
So
You fucked my head up on that
yeah,
last
all right,
sentence.
so with another 20 fingers basically.
Wait,
so
who's
like
20 fingers?
Sakuna.
But you said if Yuji dies.
So no,
with the
I said
20
if
fingers.
Sakuna dies. If Sakuna like if Yuji comes out with the win at that point, same way that they defeated Sakuna
See,
previously.
I think it'll be different because of the like you have to consider Kenjaku fortified. Look, the reason that Sukuna like kind of is around is because Kenjaku for these vessels created cursed objects.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the binding vow on those cursed objects, that's why they weren't able to be destroyed. Now, once Sukuna's revived, that probably
Goes out the window.
that finishes the binding vow. So it's like at that point, these are just organic materials curses. If you exercise this nigga the right way, he gonna be exercised. But so I think Kenjaku's kind of the element in that.
Okay.
But what do you think the end game like plan for Kenjaku? I mean, obviously he wants to bring about the word of Heim, but especially for having Sukuna already have a didn't he have a binding vow with Kenjaku or
So there was there is a vow between the two that pretty much, which is why Yuji was even
in the game?
in the
Okay.
game in the first place when it first started.
Okay.
So that was the initial agreement between them two. I don't know if it's a binding vow. I don't know what the hell is going on with them two niggas, but
Bro, after that chapter, where Kenjaku said, "I promise."
yeah.
Next time you talk to me, you better make sure it's a binding vow. Now go before I kill you with this body. After that point, I know that nigga not making no small talk. You talk to me, you talking in vows.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nigga
But,
said
I
you
mean-
thought them fingers was gonna get you some. He said, "Nigga, that shit bought you 1 minute." Go.
Personally, for me, I feel like I need to see, because Gege said that there's going to be kind of 3 big arcs, and Shibuya was the first. So I'm assuming Colon Games is the second because of the setup. If Kenjaku survives Colon Games, which, I mean, I don't know why Kenjaku wouldn't survive Colon Games, but contingent upon his survival, then I can see Kenjaku being that end-game kind of villain. But I'm also interested because for
300 something chapters, really, like 400, nearly 400 chapters. Aizen was the end game villain. You know what I'm saying? Until the end of Soul Society, and then we think Bleach is gonna end, and then we get the Genjo shit, and then we get the 1,000-Year Blood War.
What about
Yawak? So I'm like, could there be a Yawak to this Aizen in this universe?
But I feel
the special grade Yuki.
Yeah.
you said what?
Yuki.
I'm thinking that's what I was saying
Yuki
earlier. I
could-
think
yeah.
Yuki could be in game.
He could.
Like we've known since like very early on that she's special grade level.
Yeah, she was the first kind of. Well, no, chronologically, she was the first kind of that we knew.
Facts. Like even before, we don't know in the anime wise. Like we don't know of Yuta at this point. Like I don't think they've mentioned him. We don't like know.
They
him.
mentioned him. Yeah, we don't know him. They just same thing with Hikari though.
Facts.
They mentioned him as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
It's just these two are the strongest. We're the
Facts.
strongest that aren't here anymore.
So it's like, damn, like what? I'm just curious to see what she is going to do. Because if she does do that shit and she takes over fucking Tengen shit and she becomes like that, like next like
Yeah,
fucking shit, that shit would be crazy. But and she like trained Toto. Like, how would Toto feel about that shit?
facts.
Like, damn.
But also like the thing that I kind of wanna also discuss really quick, and I know we've been going crazy. As far
hours.
and like I said, we probably I think we might need. You want to do a part 2?
We definitely can do it.
Yeah, definitely do.
Because I mean, we gonna get more,
Yeah,
and we gonna
facts.
have some questions answered at that point.
Facts.
Um,
But the thing about like Kenjaku
and
and,
more
Ting,
manga.
Kenjaku and Tengen, do you feel like there's any kind of relation between those two like entities, especially both of them seemingly are from the same vein where they both need vessels in order to operate the way that they do? Now I'm not necessarily saying they're related or they have any kind of, but I do feel like those, especially like Tengen,
I be wondering though, what if they are like,
they're like in the same kind
or
of
like even on some master, like senpai type shit?
that'd be crazy.
Because why the nigga the second best with barrier techniques? Who taught him?
Yeah, facts. And the thing about it is like it's kind of crazy because even looking at the situation right now with Choso and Yuki both being in the low barrier,
Man,
whatever it is
shit
thing.
about that, which is crazy.
No, but I think it's gonna be more so like a thing where it's like an after effect. So someone's gonna die or some shit, and then you gotta be like, oh shit, like that happened. But yeah. But I just kind of wanted to ask you guys. I forgot where I was going with that. But as far as like those two characters in general, do you feel like there's some kind of relationship, or they have a plan in and of itself? What do you think?
I don't know, but some other shit popped in my head that you just said, and I was like, damn, what if this happened?
What, some crazy shit?
Yeah, so kind of on the subject of the Tengen Yuki Choso, but say Choso is the one to die within that process, and Yuji gets a vision while he's within the Culling game, and he's like,
My brother, the
My
same
brother's
way
dead.
Choso did with.
exactly.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
So like, and then he gets that, like, okay, what the fuck is going on now? But you still don't. You get no. The only thing you get from that is Choso is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go from there. Then after the Culling game, it's like, okay, now we have to go back now, or unless you get to the point where the rule gets put in place and you can exit, where you can get Sumiki to exit the game, but not only her, but you can exit at will if you at that point. At that point, they exit at will and go to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only thing though, that my only question that arises then is like, if say that does happen, does Yuji go and try to live on with what Choso is with the rest of the vessel, with the rest of the death paintings? So I don't know, bro. That's just a lot of questions I got right now. That shit just kind of made me think of, and I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
But that makes me want to know like the motives or just what's going on over here. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Gege though, I feel like we gonna end up getting that shit in the middle of the fucking Culling game. Like he just gonna jump over there randomly. Like,
because you go just see shit pop up. Because I feel like the only thing that kind of makes, and I know you said this too, like no one really questioned the fact that Tengen needed two people to stay with him, like for within the barrier for some reason.
Yeah.
Guys, especially like I mean, I can kind of see Choso kind of being a little oblivious to everything, but Yuki kind of
Yeah,
just
Chosa the only one that don't know.
yeah, exactly. So I'm kind of I don't know that was just kind of something that I kind of wanted to touch on.
And I mean,
Yuki could be on some mastermind.
Bruh,
Kenjaku
I
the
could
true
very see
mastermind.
that. Like,
Kenjaku the true mastermind,
Bruh.
and he might even be putting Yuki and
Yuki,
Tengen
yeah.
in the same room
What's-
to see what
what's-
the fuck happened.
you know, Hinamori or whatever. You know, Aizen's like lieutenant.
Yeah,
yeah.
talking
And how-
about
how he-
Toshiro's sister.
Yeah, and he like
Momo?
set her up. Yeah,
Momo?
yeah. And how he like set her up on some shit. Like, what if
Toshiro
Kenjaku-
was like,
Bruh,
I thought you was gonna say what if Yuki did that shit with Toto.
yeah, like, bruh, that could be a fucking thing, bro. That shit, bruh, like, bruh, damn, that is it. That's it.
I'd be
Oh, yeah.
curious because I just want to see how like
She's
what is it gonna take from Bleach? What is it gonna take from JJ? Oh damn, what is JJK gonna take from
Naruto.
Naruto? What is it gonna take from fucking
Yu.
They talk
Yu Yu?
about
got-
Like,
yeah.
all that type of
yeah.
shit.
The
you know?
Itachi shit, Maki, like that shit, that shit was cool.
Yeah, that shit was funny. Yeah, that shit
That
is kind of
was
crazy.
cool.
What?
The Maki killing the family,
Yeah.
Tachi killing the
Oh,
family.
yeah.
That shit was cool.
what's Toto's role though? Like you feel like now?
That nigga's the
That's what I'm
exception, bro.
saying.
He's the-
I mean, yeah.
Got one arm.
No, but
But even-
I'm sorry, like now in the story, like
But even that you even bring him up with Yuki, like, what if at this point Yuki set him up to become the vessel for Tengen? Now that this man lost his arm,
It could be. Very well
Man,
be.
nah, you born to star plasma joint. I feel like you can't just transfer
yeah,
into that
that's
shit.
true. That is true.
yeah, I mean,
I think Toto about to do some wild shit. Everybody want to know if Takara-chan finna pop up in
Yeah.
the Cola games. If her ass pop up with a CT, if her ass is the one that shot Toto,
That shit would be wicked.
oh, that shit would be so funny. I would be so weak if this nigga got shot by his idol.
but I mean, shit, this is probably our longest
This is
episode.
definitely our longest. This and the
Y'all can't bring me nowhere, bro. I don't know how to fucking act.
But to be
I don't
real
know how
though,
to
that
act,
I
bro.
knew this was gonna happen. Like this episode had absolutely like it just no structure.
Yeah, no structure.
Like just straight up. But like that's the talks that I feel like are needed. Like I don't know outside of that Naruto episode, outside of the Yu Yu episode, I don't think we've broken anything down to
Like,
this extent.
to this
Like,
degree, yeah.
Like
I'm gonna be honest, this is our most analytical episode. to
by
date.
far,
100%.
by far.
And I got a couple of clips that I know.
We
from,
could have took that shit a little further.
Facts. For real, for real.
Nah, like I said, I mean, shit. If y'all want to do a part 2, pretty soon we can.
Always down.
Hey man, yeah. If I'm invited, bro, I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Shit.
bro.
Well,
Facts.
I'll
Big
probably
giant,
I mean, to be honest, I kind of like the structure. No structure.
No
at all.
structure, just
Just go
going,
crazy.
flow,
Just
bro.
vibes.
But yeah, I think we're gonna end it there. Been 3 hours
let
in.
me ask a question real quick.
Oh, what's
Ask
up?
a question. This is just, it's low key a gag question because this shit is having me so weak. But you know, a homework assignment. Provide an example of how causality works as a function of cursed energy, and then reflect and put it upon and apply it to the cycle of samsara within the story.
What?
I was over here doing this shit.
Somebody had tried sass on some shit, and he asked him that question, bro. I couldn't fucking breathe.
So say that shit again.
They was like, because Shasha said some shit about AOT being better than JJK.
I remember, okay, I know that post.
And they was like trying him with that shit. And he was like, take one example of causality as a function of cursed energy and apply it to the cycle of samsara within the story.
I'm weak.
Bro, when I tell you I couldn't fucking breathe. Shout out my boy Cactus Sash on Twitter. Follow bro. Great guy.
Oh yeah.
What's
Before we go, I want to see if y'all have anything that y'all want to shout out. Any kind of projects you guys are working on. Anything y'all want to shout out?
Hey
Go ahead.
man, follow my Twitch. Follow Dom Lu Twitch. I don't be streaming, but shit, you can follow my Twitch though. I appreciate that. Fucking,
Yeah, fuck with my Twitter. What is it? @ hedonist without the T _ hedonist. And fuck with my Instagram, Charles Tajwar.
Yes, sir.
Same.
And y'all go ahead and join the Discord if you haven't already. But if you watch this, I'm pretty sure you already joined.
And pull up to the book club, bro. Pull
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Come on,
And participate, goddamn. Me and
Facts.
Babyface Killer be dying.
Facts. Yeah. We be needing more people. We had that
Yeah.
one. We had one day where it was
It was
amazing.
lit as fuck.
Act-
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah, we've had some good ones.
Facts.
We've had some good ones. When people want to come and they want to talk and interact, it's always a really good time.
Big bet. All right, I'm gonna send it off to Nick for the song of the week.
I don't know much independent shit, so we all city boys, so I gotta play a city boy.
I always city boy, nigga.
You know, 708.
Oh, city boy. Oh,
like
shit.
Like us.
I'm thinking you trying to get me in trouble with my
four.
girl.
No. Like the four.
City
like
Boy Summer.
we from the 4. Everybody from the 4. So I'm gonna play some Zeus because I know you know West too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. East Mac.
Yes, sir. East Mac boy. So
East.
with that being said, this is Cook Crack Cleaner 704 Zeus. We are out.
Hey guys, peace.
Love y'all.
Awkward silence.
If that shit play.
That shit up. That's the wrong one.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That shit disconnected from the John.
This is wild,
What is going on?
Wild.
Well,
bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm hungry.
I'm
as
hungry
fuck.
as hell, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This whole episode, my stomach been over here on 10.
Yeah, my shit been doing all kind of karate flips and shit.
My shit been like, hey, dog, you gonna feed me?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though, but damn, we still recording too.
That's straight.
Oh well, I got a couple clips for like all of us. Like I feel like you and Crazy. Yeah, really appreciate you, Phil. That was a real good episode. Nick,
You already know how it is, man.
appreciate you, my
We
guy.
out here with it, bro. So, just like we promised, man, I promised the boys they was gonna be on here, especially for this one. We can see if we can get them back for the bleach too.
Yeah, facts.
So,
I gotta do some homework on that one so I can come with some crazy shit.
you know, and I'm gonna say this too. I ain't really want to say this, but hopefully I'll have it done by that time. So, be out for YouTube, bro. 1,000 Year Blow review and moments coming out.
I seen the sneak peek.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
so-
yeah. That shit finna be
Thumbnail
crazy.
is already made, so I had to make sure that was done. So that was
I need
set
the
in
great
stone.
man vid, bro. I'm trying to.
Bro, I literally been writing the script down for like 2 months on that shit, bro. That's
It's like so much you want to do. Like I want to do Berserk so bad, but I'm like I'm gonna spend a 30-minute video on that, and I might cry in that video.
so literally when you do this. Oh, let me just put this shit out. But literally when you do the
I just hope I don't remain. I grip the Glock to cock and aim at everything I've ever been. Don't believe in reverence, cause nothing's ever heavy. What's up, kid? I know you got caught doing a bid. Life is over sentence, so we get it how it is. I ain't seen you at the crib, where you been at? Sorry that I miss you, I was busy back in Grenada. I'm just trying to rap so I can hope that nigga get it. I will water with